Alongside Jerry Fleschner, I'm Nick Brincks in the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. This is the Mackey Motors Tailgate, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City and online at MackeyMotors.com. After a Week 1 shutout of Greene County, the Tigers have dropped 3 straight, and they are looking to find their footing as they begin the 3A District 1 portion of their schedule. That begins tonight with MOC-Floyd Valley, who have bounced back from an 0-2 record with 2 consecutive wins. 2 teams trending in opposite directions record-wise, but the Tigers have some pieces back tonight, and they are hoping they can have a big impact early on. Jerry, welcome to the booth.
Well, I'm happy to be here tonight, and I did do one other game, our only victory, which was a lot of fun. I hope I can bring back another victory tonight after this evening's contest. And the difference between, you mentioned we have some players here that weren't able to play some of the earlier games, but another difference is that the competition we've played so far this year has all been stellar. They've been ranked teams and teams that are doing well and have winning records. So we've seen talent on the field and been competitive with them. So I hope that will carry through. And this is the important part of the season now that we're into the district play. So hopefully we'll turn things around tonight, and the Tigers will come out with a victory.
This is the 3rd straight year for this Carroll and MOC-Floyd Valley matchup. The Dutchmen won last year 14-0, and Carroll won 2 years ago 13-6. Gritty defensive battles have been the name of the game, and we will see if that continues here tonight. We'll pause for the national anthem, and we will continue with our Mackey Motors Tailgate next. You're listening to 1380 KCIM Carroll.
If you want to get the Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Classes as a freshman here, it gets him more prepared and gets them the transition from high school to college is very nice to have that.
Smaller campus, so it's a lot easier to know where you're going. It's hard to get lost here, and there's always a smiling face to help you if you don't know where you're going.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to maybe go further degree or just use your auto program to go into the workforce right away.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
But the defenses, when they're on, as we saw week one, Carroll's defense shut down a good Greene County team, and then Floyd Valley, they shut down Okoboji. They struggled against Central Lyon George Little Rock, but depending on whether you get them on an on or off night, both of these defenses have the capabilities.
Definitely do, because Greene County is a very good team, as they're showing, and through the season after they played Carroll, and we shut them out, and there's no reason to think that we can't do the same thing tonight. We do have a good defense up front and a couple of good players down in the secondary as well, so we hope tonight that our defense will shine.
Tonight's tailgate is brought to you by Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City and online at MackeyMotors.com. You're listening to KCIM, and we will return to the Gatorade broadcast booth with tonight's starting lineups. That's next. Gatorade, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Back in 90 seconds on KCIM.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City and online at MackeyMotors.com. Let's get to tonight's starting lineups, and before we do so, don't forget tonight's live stream on YouTube can be found at youtube.com/@Carroll Broadcasting Sports. Tonight's video broadcast on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel is brought to you by a Fun Top and Jeans in Carroll. A Fun Top and Jeans, where the name says it all. Thanks to Will Miners running our video coverage tonight. Again, you can find that on youtube.com/@Carroll Broadcasting Sports. So let's get to tonight's starting lineups here, and we will begin with your Carroll Tiger offense. They've got some pieces back tonight. More on that in just a moment. We'll begin with the junior quarterback, Carter Essick, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 4 rushing touchdowns as well for the junior. He will lead this offense at quarterback. The running back is Cooper Ludwig, a senior, has a rushing touchdown and 230 yards on the ground for this 2023 campaign so far. Another running back, Chase Regaller, a senior. The receivers tonight, we see the return of Reese Zigman, a junior. He's played exceptionally well at running back the last couple of years. work him out at receiver tonight, along with Evan Hammer, a senior. He'll play a little receiver, play a little tight end, and also back from injury tonight, Peyton Wardell, a senior. He'll start at tight end. That offensive line for the Carroll Tigers, Logan Menken, a junior left tackle. Left guard is Caleb Vanderheiden, a senior. The center is a junior, Mox Olberding. Right guard, it's Noah Henners, a junior. And the right tackle getting the start tonight, sophomore Gavin Holt. Those are your Carroll Tiger offensive starters. Let's give you the Carroll Tiger defense as well on that defensive line. And we will see Justin Reesberg, a senior. Peyton Wardell, a senior. He'll start on the other end. Again, back from a collarbone injury. Broke that this summer. Screws and plate later. He's back here for week 5 action. Good to have him on the field for the Carroll Tiger defense. So those are your defensive ends for the Tigers, Wardell and Reesberg. The defensive tackles are Noah Henners and Jason Avilés, a pair of juniors. And then your linebackers tonight, Quentin Polking, a sophomore, and Chase Regaller, the seniors on the outside, anchored in the middle by senior Cooper Ludwig, the leading tackler this year, 22.5, also has a sack and a couple tackles for loss. And in the secondary tonight for the Carroll defense, Tate Schleichman, a senior, one of the corners, Matt Collison, a sophomore on the other side, safeties, Reese Zigman, a junior, and sophomore Jared Moore. So those are your Carroll starters. Let's run through MOC-Floyd Valley's offense. And we should have time to give you their defense before we kick off as well as they get ready for the coin toss. Captains meeting at the 50-yard line. For the Dutchmen, it's junior quarterback Blake Albers leading the way. 8 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions, 643 passing yards. They're averaging 161 a game through the air. Albers, he'll throw tonight to Amon Langton, a junior with 16 catches, 2 touchdowns, 249 yards. Also Tyson Voss, a senior. 10 catches, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns for him. And then they'll play some Dominic Schmitz, a junior, in the slot. The fullback tonight, Dylan Mazdam, a senior. He does the bulk of their carrying, 59 carries, 300 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. Halfback tonight, Caleb Korselman, a sophomore, has a rushing touchdown on 80 yards and 21 carries. And the offensive line for the Dutchmen, from left to right, sophomore Drayden Punt, senior Jackson Mulder. The center is senior Carson Lusink. At right guard, Kip Huss, a senior. And on the right side of that line, the big man, 6'5", 210, junior Owen Vanderpaul. And now let's give you the MOC-Floyd Valley Dutchmen. They run out of a 3-4 on that defensive line. You've got Kip Huss, a senior, and Owen Vanderpaul, a junior, on the ends. Anchored in the middle by Carson Lusink, the senior. Your linebackers tonight for the Dutchmen, Tyson Voss, a senior, Bo Weber, a junior, Jackson Mulder, a senior, and Caleb Korselman, a senior. And in the secondary, the corners are Dylan Mazdam, a sophomore, Amon Langton, a junior, and the safeties, Braylon Van Gelder, a junior, with 3 interceptions this year, also their leading tackler with 18.5. And the other safety is Dominic Schmitz, has a fumble recovery and an interception for this MOC-Floyd Valley defense as well. Coaches tonight, Grant Hegstad for the Dutchmen, and of course Craig Rowetter for the Carroll Tigers. We are moments away from getting this 3A District 1 showdown underway. Classes 2A and below began conference play either last week or 8-man. They've been in conference play most of the season. And Jerry, we are ready to go here in just a moment. Carroll's got some pieces back. They look good out there. They are warmed up, ready to roll in their black jerseys tonight. Should be a fun one.
They started off with a little bit of success here because they won the toss, which means that they chose to defer until the second half. So Carroll will be kicking off this evening. The MOC-Floyd Valley decided to defend the south goal to our right, so Carroll will be kicking to the south goal and defending the north goal this evening in the first half.
That'll do it for tonight's Mackey Motors tailgate. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City and online at MackeyMotors.com. For the Carroll Tigers, it'll be sophomore Kieran Polking kicking away. He stands with his back to D-Mac, ball teed up at the 40. He'll set up to kick it left to right with his right foot, end over end kick. It'll be returned by Mazdam from the 8-yard line. We'll say Mazdam a lot tonight as he uses some shifty footwork, runs right up the middle of the field, a juke to the left, a juke to the right, and he's tackled at about the 32-yard line, and that's where this Dutchman offense will take over. They'll have it at their own 33-yard line, and we are all ready for some football under the lights on what has been a very wet Friday across the state here. Much needed, but of course, dry, and then the farmers get out in the field, and then it's wet. Isn't that how it works?
That does seem they could have used this a month ago, I know.
From their own 33-yard line, first play from scrimmage. It'll be a handoff. They'll go up the middle, and it will be Dylan Mosdom, the sophomore, listed as a fullback. He'll be doing most of the carrying tonight, and he takes it off left side up the middle for just a yard, and Mosdom brings up 2nd down and 9 for the MOC-Floyd Valley Dutchman, 2-2 on the year.
Good start for the Tiger defense. They seemed to control the line on that play. They did see the handoff. There was nothing fancy about it, and we were right there to cover it.
You're listening to KCIM Carroll. The Carroll Tigers hosting the MOC-Floyd Valley Dutchmen out of the Gatorade broadcast booth. I'm Nick Brincks. They'll screen out of the backfield to the halfback. They'll take it up to the 39-yard line where he's upended by Chase Regaller and Cooper Ludwig. They dump it off and pick up 5 or so in the process, and that'll bring up 3rd down and about 4 to go.
Be great to stop them one and done here on a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4 or 5. That's not easy to accomplish, so if our defense can hold here, it'd be great to stop them on their very first drive. It's a good way to set the tone for the game.
1 minute into this contest, no score. They'll line up out of the pistol formation. Blake Albers, the junior, the quarterback, sophomore tailback, Dylan Mosdom. He's behind the quarterback. 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. They'll tip it, and it's Justin Reesberg, who almost picks it off from his defensive end position. He gets a hand on it. That was a screen pass intended for Mosdom, and that was blown up. And man, if he would have had a chance to catch that, he was gone for 6.
That would have been made for a very exciting play for him. Would have been quite a race to the end zone. He would have had to run about 35 yards, and well, that was a really good play because it was the play ran to their right, and then they came back to the left, and he spotted it. Here comes the punt.
It'll be punted away by Tayon Groendyke and returned from the 24-yard line, and that'll be Reese Zigman. First game back, and he'll return it from the 27 to the 27. And the offense for Carroll will come onto the field. Defense holds a 3 and out. They give up 6 yards, and now the defense did their piece. We'll see what the offense can do with 10:23 to go in the first quarter here on KCIM.
It's a good thing that Zigman fielded that ball because he kind of caught it on his way back with his momentum going toward their own end zone. If he hadn't caught that with the trajectory of that ball, I think it would have rolled about another 10 or 15 yards.
From their own 27-yard line, the Carroll Tigers will line up. Zigman, the receiver, to the near side, 1 tight end left. Ludwig in the backfield. They'll keep it on an Essick carry. He carries it across the 30 and will pick up about 4. Should bring up 2nd down and 6. A little option play and carry up the middle for the quarterback, Carter Essick. 2nd down and 6 now coming up for the Carroll Tigers. They'll be in the black jerseys tonight, orange numbers, white pants, black helmets. And for MOC-Floyd Valley, they are in white jerseys, purple numbers and helmets, black pants. 2nd down and 6 from their own 31-yard line. The Carroll Tigers will send a receiver out to the left. That's Reese Zigman with Ludwig in the backfield at the left hip pocket of Carter Essick. Out of the shotgun, 2nd down, carry up the middle for Ludwig. And the first burst of energy goes nowhere, and he falls forward for a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 on the carry for Ludwig.
Looks like we'll be in the same position on 3rd and long as MOC-Floyd Valley was on their first possession. We'll see if we can do something a little more than they did.
From their own 32-yard line, now they'll bring Tate Schleichman in, the senior with 10 catches, 218 yards, and a touchdown catch this season. Hammer also checks back into the ball game. Hammer with 7 catches, 75 yards, and a pair of scores on this 2023 season. Thanks so much for listening to KCIM tonight, also streaming on YouTube. 3rd down, handoff. They go right side up the middle, and here's Zigman with that burst of speed. He's brought up down at the 50-yard line. First carry of the season, and it goes for 18 and a first for the Tigers.
Zigman had a great kick back. He cut straight up the field. He saw one little opening in there, shot right through it, and then was in the backfield before you know it. Great speed there.
Zygmunt has certainly been missed the first part of this season. First play in, and you immediately see that jolt of speed that he provides. And the blockers up front did their job as well. From midfield now, it'll be Carroll football. 8:29 to go, first quarter, no score. Hammer, the receiver, out at the left numbers. Essick out of the shotgun. He'll throw. First down over the middle. Looking, finding Regaler. He'll be knocked over, incomplete. It was the intended, the cornerback in coverage, Amon Langton. Good coverage. Throw was a little high, incomplete. Second down and 10 on Carroll's first pass attempt of the game.
I like the thought they used sort of a run pass or an option. They faked it into the middle, and we hadn't thrown the ball yet, so it was probably a good call. And he was open in the middle. If he'd have just had it about a foot lower, he had about 15-yard gain on that.
They'll have it from their own 50-yard line. Nick Brincks and Jerry Fleschner with you here tonight. And that stopped the clock with 8:18 remaining. Opening quarter. Tate Schleichman in the ball game. He's the receiver to the left. Zygmunt in the backfield, second down and 10. Zygmunt will block. Essick, a designed run, and he'll pick up 4. Tackled down at the 46-yard line. A couple guys in on the tackle for MOC-Floyd Valley, including one of their leading tacklers, their linebacker, Jackson Mulder, a 4-yard carry for Essick. A couple 4-yard carries in the early going for him tonight. Third down and 6 now. It'll be Carroll football from the MOC-Floyd Valley 46-yard line. Carroll's offense with that jolt of speed on a third down and short from Zygmunt for the first down. We'll see if they can do it again. They send Regaler in motion from right to left side of the line. Third down and 6 under pressure. Essick has to get out of it, and he won't. He's sacked back at the 45. Forward progress will mark him down at Carroll's own 48-yard line. MOC-Floyd Valley comes up with this sack, and it might have been Carson Lusink, the senior. I missed who actually got in there, but somebody was unblocked on the near side and made life not so good for Essick in the backfield, and that stalls a promising drive for the Tigers.
Carter didn't even have a chance to look for an open receiver on that, not even for his primary one. So we'll go back to punt from the their own 48-yard line here.
It'll be sophomore Mason Stitz punting it away for the 13th time this year, 36-yard per punt average. Fourth down and 12, 6:53 remaining in this first quarter. Spiraling kick. It'll be returned from the near hash. Amon Langton gets out to the middle of the field, crosses the 25, and he's wrapped up there near the 29-yard line. The tackle is made by the Tigers, and we see, I think, Caleb Vanderheiden bring him down. It'll be MOC-Floyd Valley football from their own 30-yard line. They went 3 and out on their opening drive.
Well, they're starting from about the same position as they did, so nothing gained yet for either team.
You're listening to KCIM Carroll from the Gatorade broadcast booth. I'm Nick Brincks with Jerry Fleschner. Gatorade distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. They move it back to the 29-yard line. MOC-Floyd Valley working right to left in white tonight. Handoff, they go up the middle. Albers hands off to Mazdam, wrapped up immediately, and he'll slide forward for a yard on the dive with, we see Peyton Wardell, one of the guys in on the tackle for one of his first tackles of the season, back from injury, and it's a gain of 1 on the carry for Mazdam.
It's very encouraging. We're not giving up much in the inside game here at all. They've tried it at least 3 plays, and there's just no room in there. Our guards and tackles are doing a great job in there.
Second down and 9, MOC-Floyd Valley, 6:09 to go first quarter. 2 receivers left, 1 right, 2 men in the backfield. They'll screen pass. Every pass has been a screen so far. It's Tyson Voss shaking off 1 tackler at the 35, picks up a few extra yards to the 38, and they will pick up about 7 on that completion. Again, a screen pass has been the name of the game so far on the dinks and dunks from Blake Albers in this MOC-Floyd Valley offense. Third down and 1. MOC-Floyd Valley will have it at their own 38-yard line. 5:40 remaining, opening quarter, no score. And they will bring in Cole Potabom, a sophomore, with a couple catches on the season. He checks in for this third down and short. It'll be Albers in the backfield, I formation with Korselman and Mazdam. Third down and 1. Handoff to the tailback. They give it to Mazdam, and he should have the first down, but he had to work for it with Justin Reesberg and Jared Moore bringing him down. He does pick up 2 when he needed 1. And for Mazdam, Third carry of the game for 2 yards. It was his longest gain of the game so far. He went for a yard on his first 2 carries. So he's to the 40-yard line, almost the 41, as MOC-Floyd Valley has their first down of the game and a new set of sticks. 4:54 remaining first quarter. Out of the I formation once again for Albers, Mazdam, Korselman. They swing it out right side, and he'll be upended in the backfield as they work it out to Mazdam. Loss of 3 back to the 38. 2nd and 13 coming up for the Dutchman.
Great play in there. It puts them in a position where they're almost going to have to pass. They may have to do something other than a screen pass this time.
We'll see what they have in their arsenal for this long 2nd down play. 13 to go from their own 38-yard line. Coming up in our post-game show tonight, we will name our Motor Inn Player of the Game. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for sales, service, parts, and collision. 2nd down out of the shotgun. Carroll will bring pressure. They'll have the completion out to Langton near midfield. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. He'll be 4 yards shy of the 1st down with Moore and company in on the tackle. Quentin Polking there to push him out of bounds as well. And they pick up 9.
Good play. They did go a little further downfield on that one. They did not throw a screen.
3:42 to go first quarter. 3rd down and 4 now for the Dutchman. They'll bring a receiver, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Mazdam in the backfield once again. We see, look, I'm trying to see who that other receiver is out there. They get it to Voss for a 1st down to the 40-yard line. Broke a tackle near midfield, picks it up to the 40-yard line, and they gain 13 on 3rd and short. And Voss does the damage with his 2nd catch of the game, and Albers early on 4 of 5 for 34 yards passing.
We had one missed tackle there. He actually he caught that ball with about 2 yards to gain yet before he would have gotten a 1st down. That was a good play by him. We cut back into the middle of the field.
And in the process, there was a late hit on the quarterback called, so they will pick up 15 more. Add insult to injury. You give up 13 for a 1st down, you tack on 15 more, and all of a sudden, the Dutchmen are knocking on the door of the red zone. They're at the 25-yard line. 3:15 remaining first quarter. Both teams had to punt it away on their first possession. MOC-Floyd Valley on their 2nd. They're in business here. 2 receivers right, 1 left. I formation. Albers under center. Fakes the handoff, under pressure, lets it fly, looks for Voss, incomplete. Was looking over the middle of the field and had Voss in stride for a touchdown, but the pressure from Carroll's defense forced the overthrow, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
If he had even one more second to get that, to organize that play, he had him wide open. It's a good thing that we crashed the middle of the field. Of course, that's one of the reasons he was open, because we did a little bit of a blitz in there with one of our linebackers.
Voss with a couple touchdown catches this year. 2 of Albers' 8 touchdown passes belong to him. Almost had a 3rd there. That stops the clock with 3:02 to go in the first quarter. 2nd down and 10, no score. Handoff to the tailback, Mazdam again, and this time he'll be swarmed and swallowed up for a pickup of 1 to the 24. So far, Carroll's defense containing Dylan Mazdam, 5 carries, 2 yards. Mazdam comes in averaging 75 yards per game with 300 rushing yards and a couple touchdowns. Also has a receiving touchdown, but thus far, Carroll's rush defense has not allowed a whole lot of anything so far. 3rd down and 9 now for this MOC-Floyd Valley offense. They're not a team that has attempted a field goal this year either. 3rd and 9 under pressure, gets away from Reesberg. He's tripped up, tackled down at the 24-yard line. He is tripped up. I believe it was Reesberg who grabbed his shoelace. He gets back to the line of scrimmage to salvage a 4th down and 9 for this Dutchman offense.
No question from here that they will go for this. It's unless they have a really good field goal kicker that we don't know about. There'd be no reason to punt from this position. So, big 4th down.
They have not attempted a field goal this year. They're 7 of 11 on extra points. They have a sophomore kicker, Drayden Punt. Talk about a great name for a kicker. 4th down and 9, 4 receivers for the Dutchman. Albers out of the shotgun, under pressure. He's going to get swallowed up back at the 36-yard line. Caleb Vanderheiden, I believe, the man to bring him down, the senior, with his first sack of the season. And it comes up big on 4th and 9, blows up the play for a loss of 11.
I think we're seeing here why they were going with some successful screen passes early. They are not able to contain our line. So if he needs too much time to throw a deep ball, I don't think he's going to get it in this game.
Win a sack of groceries for a Market on 30 every week during the regular season this football season. Every time there is a sack on the field, we'll remind you, we'll name the winner Tuesday mornings on KCIM Rewind, so get signed up at the Market on 30 in Carroll. First down and 10, and it's a handoff up the middle. They give it to Reese Zigman, and 2 carries into his 2023 season. He's got 23 yards and a couple nice gains on the ground for Reese Zigman, the junior, back tonight. It'll be 2nd down and 5. And they'll have it from their own 40-yard line. So Carroll's defense gets the big stop on the 4th down play. That one was blown up from the get-go. They obviously were trying to throw it, but Vander Heiden and the rest of that defensive line gave him no time. 2nd down and 5. This time swallowed up in the backfield. Zigman nowhere to go. He'll be brought down by Kip Huss, the senior, with his 7th tackle for a loss this season. They'll lose 4, and it's 3rd down and 9. Back to their own 34-yard line. Final minute of this first quarter, no score. We talked in the pregame how 13 points has been enough to win this matchup the last 2 years. A 14-0 win a year ago, 13-6 the year before. You get a couple touchdowns tonight, you might be feeling pretty good. Defense is with the upper hand early on in this one. 25 seconds remain in this first quarter, maybe the final play of this first quarter. Carroll working left to right, 3 receivers left. Essick tosses deep, looking, has a man. It'll be caught or intercepted. They'll fight for the ball down at the 38-yard line. What a grab. Looking to see who the receiver was. Was that Chase Regaler? It was.
It was, and that was a great catch. In fact, it looked like it was a simultaneous catch where both the defender and our player caught the ball at the same time, and that always goes to the offense.
Dylan Mosdem was the corner in coverage, I believe, as that brings us to the end of the first quarter. What a great way to end this first quarter. Carroll with a 26-yard catch as Regaler hauls it down. Simultaneous possession. Offense keeps it. They're in business at the 37 or the 38 of MOC-Floyd Valley. When we return in 1 minute, you're listening to KCIM.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumber yard.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Teams.
We begin the second quarter. Carter Essick carries it for the 3rd time, fakes the handoff, takes it left, gets to the 35, picks up 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 to go for this Carroll Tiger offense. Let's recap the scoring from that first quarter. There was none. We're tied at 0 here early in the second. Carroll football at the 35. So Carroll's now on their second drive on the opponent's half of the field.
You know, that was a 12-minute quarter, but it seemed like it took 9 minutes. I didn't know that was possible.
I think, yeah, no kidding. We had a total of, I think, 3 incompletions, and everything else kept the clock moving. 2nd down and 7. They sweep it right with Regaler, and he'll be swallowed up at the 34-yard line. Picks up 1 as he was driven down by a tackle. Trying to see who that was, but it was a 1-yard pickup for Chase Regaler. First carry of the night for him. And it'll be 3rd down and 6 for this Carroll offense. Now working right to left. They're headed toward DMAC. 10:50 to go in the first half. Nick Brincks and Jerry Fleshner joining you tonight on KCIM, 1380 AM and 95.1 FM. Also, tonight's video broadcast on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel is brought to you by A Fun Top and Jeans in Carroll. A Fun Top and Jeans, where the name says it all. 3rd and 6, Essick out of the shotgun. And there was some confusion there. I think Essick heard a whistle, and then we heard the whistle a second later. About half the players heard it, and there was a timeout taken.
It was a timeout. Yeah, the players didn't realize it, but the coaching staff called a timeout before that was snapped.
3rd down and 6. We'll keep it here for just a moment. Carroll in opponent territory at the 34-yard line now, not the 36. Excuse me there. 10:29 remaining in the first half. Coming up in our post-game show tonight, we'll name our Motor Inn Player of the Game. And at halftime, we'll bring you the Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime. Roselle Mutual believes in the value of youth activities to help develop future adults who will live in the local area and be valuable members of the communities. For all of your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit Roselle Mutual in Carroll or call 792-4525. Alongside Jerry Fleshner, I'm Nick Brincks as we come to you from Carroll Athletic Field tonight on a kind of a hazy, dreary Friday night for the most part. It looks dry from here, maybe a very, very light mist. 66 degrees here in Carroll. And 3rd down and 6 coming up for Carroll. They'll have Evan Hammer, the receiver, spread out to the left. Shotgun for Carter Essick. He'll have Reese Zigman to his left. 3rd down, the snap goes through Essick's hands, and he has to fall on it all the way back at the 48. That'll kill the drive. They lose 14. And that's the, 2nd drive in a row that Carroll has had a play blown up in good field position.
It was a long snap. He was in the shotgun formation. It was a long snap. It just went right over his head. There was no way he could catch it. He's fortunate that he even got to it on the ground so that it wasn't a turnover.
So both teams get a promising drive. They get inside their opponent's 35, and then MOC-Floyd Valley, they got sacked going forward on 4th down. Carroll recovers the loose ball on the snap that went over the quarterback's head. They're forced to punt it away from midfield, and it'll be Amon Langton picking it up off the hop inside the 15, backpedals to the 10, and he will lose a couple yards as he is pulled down from behind and tackled on the special teams play. Is that Vanderheiden again?
Yeah,
I'm looking to see. He's been all over the field tonight, looking to see if that's a 74 or a 70-something else. Might be 72, actually. Noah Hinners, if that is the case. Nice play. There was already about 2 guys trying to bring Langton down, and then Hinners comes in and kind of picks him up like he's almost giving him the Heimlich, takes him down, and it's back at the 11-yard line for MOC-Floyd Valley. From their own 11, they'll hand it off to the fullback. They'll give it this time to Caleb Korselman, who goes nowhere, back to the line of scrimmage if he's lucky. And that's it for this MOC-Floyd Valley offense. 2nd down and 10 with under 10 minutes remaining in the first half.
Even though we haven't scored yet, you have to like the way the game is, the flow of the game is. We seem to be holding them with fewer yards. We've had a couple blown up plays, as you mentioned, but otherwise, our offense seems to be like it's a little more effective.
2nd down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley. They'll spread things out now. 2 men in the backfield, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Albers out of the shotgun, pitches it off to the right side, has Mazdam hit hard at the 15-yard line. He'll be brought down there. Ludwig tackles him at the 17. They'll pick up 7 on the pitch out to the right side. Mazdam's 6th carry of the game, and he's up to 9 yards now. Quick update, there are 3 games going on tonight in 3A District 1. Obviously this one tonight, Carroll hosting MOC-Floyd Valley. This is the only one that started at 7 o'clock. Bishop Heelan at Sioux Center, they started at 6 tonight due to weather coming later tonight. And actually, we've already got a final in that Sergeant Bluff-Luton, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley game in Sergeant Bluff. That one went to overtime, and Sergeant Bluff-Luton wins 26-23. They started at 4 o'clock. For that one. So SBL, for the moment, sits atop the district standings. Here's a pitch out right side, and it's almost blown up before it ever begins. Mazdam takes it off left side, picks up 1, but when the quarterback is hit as the ball is being pitched, that's not usually a recipe for success. Carroll almost blew that one up before anything else could happen.
That was a high-risk play for the MOC-Floyd Valley offense, I'll tell you that, because he was already in somebody's hands in trying to throw the ball, and that is not easy to do.
4th and 2, MOC-Floyd Valley will have to punt it from their own 19-yard line. Almost blocked, but the kick almost straight up in the air. It'll down at the 34, roll to the 40, 41, and fall to a stop back at the 40-yard line. So almost blocked by Carroll's special teams, but it might as well have been blocked. It only goes 21 yards or so. Carroll will take it right around where they had it before the fumble on the last play of their last possession. They'll have it in opponent territory. We'll see what they can do with this drive. Both offenses right now right around 35 yards total so far through the first, we'll call it 16 minutes and 37 seconds of this game. 7:23 remaining in the first half.
It just seems like our defensive line is getting into their backfield, and eventually that's going to pay off. We haven't yet, but boy, we're going to get something there.
No score, nearing the midway point of quarter number 2. First down and 10. Essick out of the flat. Oh, Zigman kind of slipped and unable to hang on to it. He had a lot of turf out ahead of him.
He had at least 15 yards if he could catch that ball.
So the dump off in the backfield, you can tell that there is a bit of a glimmer on the field, so it does look a little damp, and I think he just lost his footing trying to cut the edge and work up field, and maybe first game back, maybe thought, oh, I see all this green turf ahead, and didn't haul it in first, but the throw was a little bit out in front.
It was a little far ahead of him. He couldn't quite, he had to dive for it.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Carroll they'll have 2 receivers right, Wardell in motion. They'll sweep it left. On the reverse play, Zigman takes it. He's out to the 40, and he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line, brought down by the cornerback Dylan Mazdam. Picks up 2, and another play where it looked like Zigman might have a big seam, but Mazdam came out of nowhere to stop him for only a gain of 2.
But it looked like we were going to get a first down out of that, and he just came out of nowhere and got to the play, broke it up.
They swept that to the right with Regaller, and then he reversed it back to Zigman, had a clear vision of the left side of the field, but Mazdam chased him down quickly. 6:40 remaining first half, no score. Carroll has it at the Dutchman 38-yard line. They'll bunch everybody near the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers on the left side. And Essick out of the shotgun, tosses over the middle. What a grab! Chase Regaller with one hand, he hauls it in and takes it to the house, 38 yards. Oh my goodness! The one-handed grab, and he makes it pay for the touchdown.
What a fantastic catch that was. We're going to have to remember that later in the game, maybe.
I want to go back, and I want to watch the replay of that one right now. 38 yards for the touchdown. And actually, we do have our YouTube stream. There's enough of a delay on it, but I just missed out on seeing the instant replay here. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one later. What a grab by Regaller. He was kind of blanketed in coverage, shuck off a tackler in the process, and hauled it in with the left hand, pulled it into his chest. My goodness, play of the game. Early candidate there. 6:22 remaining first quarter as the Tigers look to go up by 7, but we've got a flag, and this extra point will get a little closer. Defense moved offside early. We'll see Kieran Polking attempt his 6th extra point of the season unless they send the offense on to go for 2.
You may want to consider it since we're only going to be going from the 1.5-yard line. I'd give some consideration of going for 2 here.
And they do have Carter Essick as their holder. And they will use, well, it looks like they might continue the extra point, but we'll see.
Yep, they're not going to kick this.
6:22 remaining, kind of try to lure the defense into complacency, but now they will set up the kick for Polking. The hold from Essick, and the extra point through and true. 7-0, 6:22 to go in this opening half. The Carroll Tigers are on the board first. What a grab by Chase Regaller. He takes it in for his 2nd touchdown of the season. Back in 1 minute on KCIM.
Hi, this DePaco Credit Union strengthens your well-being. Build strong communities. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Could not have done it by myself.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
Back after the Carroll touchdown, they lead 7-0, 6:16 to go in this first half. MOC-Floyd Valley's kick return from Maasdam gets back to the 23-yard line, and that's where the Dutchman offense will take over.
MOC with the return out to the 23, going to be first or 10 Dutchman.
Carroll strikes first tonight, 7-0, mid-second quarter. Essick to Regaler for 34 yards. Here's a dump off in the backfield. They look for Caleb Korselman, the sophomore, hauls in the dump off. A whole host of black jerseys meet him. It's just a gain of 1 on the 7th pass attempt of the night, and first completion to Korselman.
Seems like we've had an awful lot of plays that they've run that have only gained 1 yard.
I've got at least 5 of them so far tonight. 4 on the ground and 1 now in the pass. Second down, 9 to go, 3 receivers, screen pass, right side, Amon Langton shakes off 1, 2 defenders to the 40, the 50, has a blocker out front to the 40, the 30, the 20, and he'll be finally brought down in the red zone, tackled down by, looking to see Matt Collison's the one that brings him down, a touchdown saving tackle all the way at the other end of the field as they take it for about 62 yards.
Well, he's got some speed. He was clearly going to make it. He just didn't have the angle to get into the end zone, thank goodness.
Collison able to bring him down for the tackle, and it's at the 14-yard line. Huge play, biggest of the night for MOC-Floyd Valley. Now both offenses here in the second quarter starting to find a big play in the passing game at least. Here's Maasdam, handoff left side to the 10. The 5 has the angle to the pylon, dives in. Was he short? No, he's in. Touchdown. What a drive for MOC-Floyd Valley to answer 3 plays, 76 yards, and they cap it off with a 14-yard run for Dylan Maasdam. It's his 3rd touchdown carry of the season. 4:44 to go as MOC-Floyd Valley, and talk about a roller coaster here in the last 5 minutes for Carroll. You get the incredible one-handed grab from Regaler. Your defense has played lights out, and then MOC-Floyd Valley drives down the field, bang, bang, and now we've got a timeout taken by MOC-Floyd Valley. And Maasdam is the one that put them on the board here with a 14-yard touchdown run pending the extra point. We await that from Drayden Punt. It'll be his 12th extra point attempt of the season. And for MOC-Floyd Valley, they will use their first timeout on the extra point, trailing by 1 for the moment, 4:44 remaining. Last season, MOC-Floyd Valley shut out Carroll 14-0. We will not see a shutout tonight. 2 years ago, Carroll won 13-6. And then I was also looking, back in 2011, it was a playoff game. Carroll knocked off MOC-Floyd Valley in a first-round game. Those are the last 3 times that these 2 squads have faced off. So Punt is a 6'5" sophomore. He stands taller than everybody out on the field for his blockers up front. And he'll come on to try to tie this one up at 4:44 to go, 7-7 if he can nail it. The snap rolls back to the holder. They'll have to swallow it up, and he's slips on the grass back at the 16-yard line. That wasn't going anywhere. Cole Potabom, the sophomore, the snap was not good, and the result was not good either for MOC-Floyd Valley. So the Carroll Tigers lead by 1. We're back in a minute on KCIM.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Classes as a freshman here, it gets him more prepared and gets them the transition from high school to college is very nice to have that.
Smaller campus, so it's a lot easier to know where you're going. It's hard to get lost here, and there's always a smiling face to help you if you don't know where you're going.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to maybe go further degree or just use your auto program to go into the workforce right away.
Well, we had about 17.5 minutes of really strong defense, and now the offenses have taken over in an explosion. Special teams for Carroll. They'll get back to the 20 on the kick return. Have Regaler catch it, and then he kind of reversed it to Christian Taylor. And the 21-yard line is where the Carroll Tiger offense will come onto the field, leading by 1. The extra point, the difference right now, and it seems like anytime you get an extra point miss like that early in a game, you think, all right, we're going to bottle that one up and see if that comes back to haunt somebody later.
In this case, we hope it does.
So MOC-Floyd Valley gets the touchdown. They go 3 plays, 2 passes, and they cap it off with a rushing touchdown of 14 yards. 1st and 10, Essick heaves it to the near side, one-on-one ball to Hammer, as he is swatted and the ball's batted away by Dylan Mazdum. It was a one-on-one play. Hammer got his hands on it, but couldn't haul it in. 2nd down and 10 on the pass play from Essick. It'll be 2nd down for the Tigers. They have it at their own 21-yard line. Essick tonight 2 for 5. Both of his completions to Chase Regaler, including the 38-yard touchdown. 64 yards total on the night. 4:31 remaining in the first half. Carroll 7, MOC-Floyd Valley 6. You're listening to KCIM. We come to you from the Gatorade broadcast booth along with Jerry Fleschner. I'm Nick Brincks. Essick out of the shotgun. They'll hand it off. They go left side on a run to Zigman. And he takes it for 2 out to the 23-yard line. Not a whole lot there for him. 6th carry for the junior tonight. And that'll bring up 3rd down. We'll call it 8 to go after the 2-yard gain. Big 3rd down play coming for Carroll. A moment ago, you thought your offense made the big play. Now can your defense get a stop? Now MOC-Floyd Valley, they think, all right, our offense, they got the big play. They got the touchdown. Now can their defense answer, or can Carroll convert a 1st down, keep this drive moving from their own 23-yard line? 3 receivers to the right. Essick looks that way, rolls out, looks, tosses. It's going to be picked off. It's going to be intercepted by Amon Langton. He jumped the route from his cornerback position, and Essick never saw him. It'll be picked off at the 26. They'll get back to the 25-yard line. And that's the one thing Carroll did not want to do. They'll give MOC-Floyd Valley the football in great field position.
That was quite a surprise. He just didn't see him. He had momentum. He was running straight into the play, but off from the side, and it was hard to see that coming.
So we will see MOC-Floyd Valley's offense back on the field. They'll have it at the 25-yard line. This will be their 3rd drive inside the 25 here tonight. 1st down and 10 from the interception. Now they'll screen. They go back to Langton, who picked off that pass. You can just see the way he runs. Might be about the quickest guy on the field. I'd like to see a one-on-one race between him and Reese Zigman. He catches it on the screen pass left side, picks up 5. It'll be his third catch of the game. He had that 62-yarder on the last drive that set up the Maasdam run. And now it'll be 2nd down and 5. In the red zone now at the 20-yard line. 2 receivers and a tight end on the right. 1 man, Langton on the left. Pistol formation. Albers with Maasdam behind. They hand it off. Maasdam was going up the middle. Juked left quickly. Hit hard. Nowhere to go. Loses 1. Reesberg and company in on the tackle. They'll lose a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 6, maybe 7 for the Dutchman.
It's an important 3rd down here. Of course, if they don't make it, they're likely to go anyway on 4th. So it's actually 2-down territory, so don't be surprised if they still try a run here with a 3rd and 7.
2.5 minutes to go in this second quarter of play. We come to you from the Gatorade broadcast booth tonight. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. I'm Nick Brincks with Jerry Fleschner. 3rd and 7. Trips to the left. They fake the handoff. Albers rolls out right. Looks, finds Langton. And he'll be brought down shy of the goal line. Jared Moore comes in and saves the touchdown, but they'll be set up in the red zone. And 1st down and goal coming from the 3. They pick up 19. And all of a sudden for MOC-Floyd Valley, it's Amon Langton making play after play after play just in the last 2 offensive series and defensive series for MOC-Floyd Valley. He has the 62-yard catch, an interception, and now this 19-yard catch on 3rd down. That sets them up inside the 5. And now they'll go under center with Albers, with Maasdam the tailback, Horselman the fullback, I formation, pushed from behind, quarterback keeper to the 1. I think he's shy of the goal line, though, and if you do that from the 3, I bet you try it again from the 1. We go under 2 minutes to go now in this first half on a 2-yard quarterback sneak.
They actually pushed him from behind, which you see it in college all the time. At this level, that's actually not a legal play. You can push a pile, but they pushed right onto the quarterback, and we could have used that penalty.
It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 1. MOC-Floyd Valley, they'll line up here. They snuck it with pushes from behind from the 3. They'll line up in the same formation, I formation, Albers under center, and he'll look for the push up front. And that defensive line not able to stop him. He's up the middle for the touchdown on the sneak. Blake Albers. It'll be touchdown number 3 on the ground for him this season. A 1-yarder. And all of a sudden, MOC-Floyd Valley, they were down 7-0, and now they're on top 12-7 here in just the last few minutes. 1:25 remaining here in the first half on KCIM and streaming on YouTube. Thanks to a Fun Top and Jeans in Carroll, a Fun Top and Jeans where the name says it all. Timeout on the field by MOC-Floyd Valley, and this is the 2nd time they've had to burn a timeout on an extra point play.
They did, and one thing I was going to comment on is that they didn't use very good judgment on the clock management there, because they snapped the touchdown play way too early. They could have run that clock down. We actually have time now to put a drive together. If they had more or less just waited, they could have taken another 20 seconds off the clock. It's hard to score with less than a minute to go in a high school game.
So we'll bottle that up. We'll see if Carroll would happen to get points under 20 seconds remaining. MOC-Floyd Valley might look back and think,
it would be on them.
12-7. The Dutchmen have the lead right now. They go back-to-back with an interception in between. Big plays on all 3 of those possessions, or 2 possessions for them, and then the interception defensively. But Amon Langton with a huge second quarter. He's got 4 catches, 95 yards, and an interception from his cornerback position, his first of the season. Extra point will come, or will they go for 2 to try to make it a 7-point lead? Looks like the offense will remain on the field. So they talk it over with the timeout. They'll line up out of the shotgun with Corselman right and Maasdam left. Albers looks, that throw was deflected. No chance from the start. 12-7. 2-point conversion, no good. MOC-Floyd Valley, they take the lead. It's 12-7. Carroll gets the football back in 1 minute on KCIM Carroll.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive health care for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Third touchdown in the last 5 minutes of game time. Back-to-back for MOC-Floyd Valley. They'll kick it short and out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Evan Hammer wisely lets that go out of bounds. So now Carroll will have it with really good field position. They've got on the clock because MOC-Floyd Valley did not use up the entire play clock, and with 2 timeouts remaining, good opportunity for Carroll to be aggressive here.
There's plenty of time to put together a good scoring drive here, especially since we have the 2 timeouts yet.
They'll have it from their own 35-yard line. Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show is on its way. Tonight's video broadcast on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel is brought to you by A Fun Top in Jeans in Carroll. A Fun Top in Jeans, where the name says it all, thanks to Will Miners manning our video coverage tonight. I'm Nick Brincks along with Jerry Fleschner. We come to you from the Gatorade broadcast booth. We'll see what Carroll's offense can do with just over a minute to go. They'll hand it off right side to Reese Zigman. A nice spin move. That'll avoid a 3-yard loss. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, picks up 1, but he uses his elusiveness to at least salvage a few. Second down and 9. Carroll will have it at their own 36. 1:05 to go in the first half. Carroll not moving too quickly here. And if it's a 3rd down and long, you might think MOC-Floyd Valley could burn their last time out and try to get the football back. 2nd down and 9, empty backfield, 5 receivers. Essick out of the shotgun. He'll look to his left. Now he scrambles off to the left side. Throws it over the middle, has a wide open man. Tate Schleichman all the way to the 36-yard line. A quick 28-yard completion. They had everybody either in the backfield defensively or way out down the field with the receivers, and then all of a sudden Tate Schleichman just wide open by himself, had nobody within about 10 yards. 1st and 10. Essick airing it out for Regaler again, and this goes through his hands with a swipe. Braylon Van Gelder probably saved a touchdown. That was dropped in the hands of Chase Regaler. And a good play defensively. 25 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
That had touchdown written all over it. He had the ball right in his hands. It was perfectly thrown.
Got to give Braylon Van Gelder, the junior, with 3 interceptions this season, a lot of credit. Because it's not, I mean, in the high school football game, you don't see, I mean, just, that was air yard wide. Probably a 45-yard dime right into the hands, and then just a great swat at the last moment to knock it away. 2nd down and 10. Clock stop, 25 seconds left. Essick, Carroll looking deep again. He'll roll out to his left, finds a seam down the near sideline. Wisely gets out of bounds at about the 22. That will move the chains in the red zone to the 18 seconds left, 21-yard line. He picks up
a penalty here on this.
No, back at the 40.
Holding.
Yep. So for the moment, it is about a 17, we'll call it a 15-yard gain, but Carroll's moving backwards. It will be a hold. And that was thrown behind the line of scrimmage, so it might become 2nd down and about 24 if that marker was accurate here. So they'll move it back, and that'll take away a possession for Carroll in the red zone. Now they'll be back to the 45, 46-yard line, but the play that's been there and worked well for Carroll tonight, just chuck it up to 34 and see what he can do. Might grab it with one hand. He might grab it with two hands. Second down, empty backfield. Essick out of the shotgun, second down and long. He'll roll out left, looks, runs, gets back to the 37-yard line. He'll get some of the penalty yards back. And now they'll have 12 seconds. He gets out of bounds, runs for about 11. And they will have, again, 2 timeouts. So they for sure have 2 plays here. Time not a factor at this point, really.
No, we can do anything we want here on this play and still call a timeout afterwards. It's 3rd and 9 here. We don't have to go for the whole thing. We know we have another chance, another play coming after this. There's 2 plays, time for 2 no matter what.
From the 35, they scored their touchdown from 38 yards out on a dime to Regaler. It'll be 3rd and 11. Essick empty backfield, shotgun for the Carroll Tigers. He'll roll out right side, looks, tosses it, dumps it off to Zigman. He's in the red zone to the 20, tackled down to the 15, and Carroll will take a timeout with 3 seconds remaining. They get to the 16-yard line, 19-yard completion as they find Zigman open over the middle, and they get about half the yards they need. 4 for 9 passing, 111 yards for Essick tonight. And Carroll does use that second timeout, so they will have 1 remaining, and we will keep it here for a moment. 3 seconds, Carroll down by 5. Not a team that kicking has been a huge success for this season, so you expect to see Carroll probably just try to pass it to the end zone and see if they can't find a connection.
I think you might see another rollout pass here, because if everybody's covered, Essick he's got enough speed, he could get into the end zone from here.
That's one thing that's one thing I've been really impressed with Essick tonight, just his ability to roll out, evade pressure, keep his eyes down the field, and look for the open man, or as we've seen on the last couple plays before that pass, like you said, take off and run with it. One was called back by a hold, but just for the junior, just making really his 5th start at quarterback, keeping his eyes down the field, that is a skill that is hard to teach.
Yes, he's been making great decisions here, with the exception of the one interception.
Yes, and they will actually attempt the field goal. So from the 16-yard line, down by 5, they will send Kieran Polking on for what'll be a 33-yard field goal to end the first half. It's on its way, had the distance, and it is good. The Carroll Tigers convert their first field goal of the season. And we go into halftime with a score of 12-10. Carroll, 33-yarder. Let's see, we'll call it a 33-yarder for Polking. And the Tigers will go into halftime, not with the lead, but you scored last. You go into halftime scoring at the buzzer. You go in with a little momentum by default.
And if you remember, we won the toss and deferred, so we get the football first with a chance to score in consecutive possessions, which would be big.
No scoring in the first quarter. We saw 3 touchdowns and a field goal in the second quarter. Offenses showed up in quarter number 2. Up next, it's the Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show. MOC-Floyd Valley leads Carroll from Carroll Athletic Field 12-10. Roselle Mutual believes in the value of youth activities to help develop future adults that will live in the local area and be valuable members of the communities. For all of your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit Roselle Mutual in Carroll or call 792-4525. We'll take a break, and we're back in 2.5 minutes. You're listening to KCIM's coverage of Carroll Tiger football, with the Dutchmen leading by 2 at the half.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumber yard.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
On it before that last drive at the end of the second quarter. If Carroll scores in the last 20 seconds of quarter number 2, MOC-Floyd Valley scored a touchdown with about 20 seconds on. It's a field goal as the second quarter expired.
If they had that to do over again, they handed us 3 points by not using the clock correctly. We would have had to use our timeouts to stop them from scoring, which we would not have done at the time. So it was just a mistake on their coaching staff, as far as I'm concerned. They gave us 3 points, and I hope it comes back to in our favor with that 3-point unexpected 3 points. We never would have had time to get down there.
And you think about it too. I mean, they started from their own 35 because the kick went out of bounds. They get to the 16, so you essentially move 50 yards down the field in a minute. That's pretty good for this Carroll offense tonight. I mean, they're an offense that's kind of struggled here of late. You know, last week put up 21, but fell 50-21. Denison Schleswig a couple weeks ago lost 31-7. Not an offense that you think can move down the field super quickly and put yourself in possession.
Drive.
Yeah, and they did a nice job there. Got down the field, kicked the field goal. So let's look at that as maybe 3 points to the good for Carroll, and then you look at MOC-Floyd Valley, the missed extra point because the snap was bad, and then they go for 2 to try to make up for it. That's pretty much, we look at it. We'll look at it as a 5-point swing in Carroll's direction because MOC-Floyd Valley could be leading 14-7. You take the interception off the board, and that second touchdown for MOC-Floyd Valley maybe doesn't happen either. So Carroll kind of gifts them a touchdown, and then MOC-Floyd Valley through special teams and clock management, they've gifted Carroll maybe 5 points.
But yeah, they have us 2 touchdowns to 1. We're only behind by 2 points. So what does that tell you?
That's big.
Yes.
So right now Carroll trails 12-10, and you're listening to the Roselle Mutual Insurance Halftime Show. Roselle Mutual believes in the value of youth activities to help develop future adults that will live in our local communities and be leaders in those communities. For all of your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit Roselle Mutual in Carroll or call 792-4525. We went scoreless through the first 17 minutes of the game, and then with 6:22 to go in the first half, play of the game, maybe one of the plays of the year for this Carroll offense. What a grab for Chase Regaller. Catches it out in front of him on the pass from Essick with one hand, pulls it into his chest, shakes off a tackler, and scampers into the end zone for 38 yards. Extra point was good, 7-0 there. On the next drive, MOC-Floyd Valley, they get a big chunk play, 60-plus yards on a pass, and then on the next play, their running back, Dylan Mazdam, runs it in for 14 yards. Extra point, the snap rolled to the holder, and he couldn't do anything with it, so 7-6 Carroll at that point. Next drive for the Tigers, they throw an interception in their own territory. A few plays later, MOC-Floyd Valley gets a quarterback sneak touchdown, go for 2 to try to make up for the miss, chasing some points a little bit maybe. They go up by 5, 12-7 with 1:25 to go, and we talked at the time. They snapped the ball with a good chunk of time left on the play clock. That left extra time for Carroll. So instead of maybe a minute to move down the field, they had 1:25, and they kick a 33-yard field goal as time expires. First made field goal for the sophomore Kieran Polking this season. And what a confidence boost, not only for him, but in a game like this, it's a 2-point game at the half. Who knows if a field goal could be huge at the end of the game as well, and now you've got confidence that you can hit at least a 33-yarder.
I compliment Coach Roeder for having the faith in his team to show them that this is something we can do here to score and get some points. It was important that we got a score on that. It's not a touchdown, but that's a game changer.
Really was. Other scores around the area tonight. Kemper leading Greene County in the late stages of the first half, 17-0. Good game so far for the Kemper Knights. And that game can be heard tonight on KKRL with Jeff Blankman and Doug Waniger. And then over on Kick 106.7 this evening, South Central Calhoun at IKM Manning, KC Miners and Jim Molitor on the call. Have not seen a score from that one, but we will try to chase that one down. Jerry, we did a game together 3 years ago. It was the first game of the COVID season, 2020. Yes. We haven't been back together since. We got a good one here tonight.
It's great. I've been happy to be back in the booth with you.
Looking here, I'm seeing on Twitter some scores. And let's see. No, I don't see a score for South Central Calhoun. No, maybe it's right here. Let's see. They were tied at 0 at the end of the first quarter. So defensive battle through one. We saw the same kind of game here in the first quarter, but offense has picked up the pace in the second quarter. So it's 12-10, and you're listening to the Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show. MOC-Floyd Valley on top by 2. It's this 3A District 1 opener tonight. Sergeant Bluff Luton has already beaten Boyden Hull Rock Valley tonight in district play. That was 26-23 in overtime. They got started at 4 o'clock. Sioux Center is hosting Heelan tonight. They got started at 6, so they should be well into their second half. We'll see if we can find some scores from that one. But Roselle Mutual believes in the value of youth activities to help develop future adults that will live in and be valuable members of our communities. For all of your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit Roselle Mutual in Carroll or call 792-4525. We'll take a break and be back with more of the Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show next. We'll take a 3-minute break, and we're back to Carroll Athletic Field next. You're listening to KCIM Carroll.
Scoring a touchdown takes...
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Classes as a freshman here, it gets him more prepared and gets them the transition from high school to college is very nice to have that.
Smaller campus, so it's a lot easier to know where you're going. It's hard to get lost here, and there's always a smiling face to help you if you don't know where you're going.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to maybe go further degree or just use your auto program to go into the workforce right away.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
Normally, if I was going to talk about Jeff Honnold, I'd have to make fun of him or give him a... He certainly bailed me out today. I was driving over from Ames, and I hear a pop, and then my car starts to vibrate a little bit, and I think, oh no, that was a tire. So who happened to pull in behind me 1 minute after my tire blew just outside of Glidden? Oh yeah, it was Jeff Honnold. So he gave me a ride to my parents, and then I took another vehicle here to the stadium tonight. So big thanks to Jeff Honnold, doubling not only as a radio host tonight, but a savior for me.
So, Nick, my question is, did he pick you up and do you a favor, or did he charge you $50 for the ride?
Well, he told me normally I would have tools in here, but I had literally just taken them out. So, you know, normally if I'm driving to a game on a Friday night, or if it's volleyball, baseball, basketball, or whatever, if I blow a tire, I'm frantically scrambling. Oh no, what am I going to do? But it happened to work out. I was driving to Carroll. My parents could have come pick me up if I needed it, but lo and behold, I see Mr. Jeff Honnold drive in behind me. So,
well, good for you.
So to the farmer whose field I am blocking in your field driveway, I apologize, but I thought, you know what? It's pretty wet. I don't think you're going to be combining tonight or tomorrow morning before we can get back over there in the morning and fix that tire. But if you are over by Glidden and Ralston, and you notice a car blocking your field, that's me. I will be there in the morning to fix it with my dad. We'll get some tools, and we'll get that Focus whipped back up into shape. So, New Way Auto Group, you know, I could probably give them a call too, and they would come hook me up as well.
I'm sure they would.
Join us for the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show. Jeff Honnold and Todd Danner, they will recap the action and bring you interviews from all our games tonight. We have just 7 games tonight because we've got 2 matchups featuring 2 local teams. Of course, IKM Manning hosting South Central Calhoun with KC Miners tonight on Kick 106.7. Over on KKRL, Kemper leads at Greene County 17-0 in the second quarter at last check. And then other games tonight, we've got Audubon at Coon Rapids Baird, and looks like we've got an IKM Manning score. South Central Calhoun leading that one 12-0. Let's see, Audubon at Coon Rapids Baird tonight. That's another one of our 2 local schools facing off. Glidden Ralston hosting Collins Maxwell tonight. Arweva might be one of the best stories in the state of Iowa this season. Arweva at home tonight. They're playing Woodbine, and then East Sac. They've had some really nice wins early in the season, too. They're hosting Pocahontas area tonight. So now that 3A has gotten underway, everybody in district play pretty much the rest of the way. I think 8-man, they might still have that 1 week during the season where you're not playing a district opponent, but otherwise all district action tonight as far as I'm aware. So Jeff Honnold, and Todd Danner. They will recap it all for you tonight from
good.
10 to midnight on KCIM here and on Kick 106.7. So you've been listening to the Roselle Mutual Insurance Halftime Show. For all of your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit Roselle Mutual in Carroll or call 792-4525. Alongside Jerry Fleschner, I am Nick Brincks. We come to you from the Gatorade broadcast booth, and we thank Will Miners tonight for bringing you our live stream coverage at youtube.com/@Carroll Broadcasting Sports. Tonight's video broadcast on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel is brought to you by A Fun Top in Jeans in Carroll. A Fun Top in Jeans, where the name says it all. A few numbers from that first half. Offensively, both teams very evenly matched. For MOC-Floyd Valley, 24 plays, 135 yards. Carroll, 23 plays, 138 yards. Both teams in that 5.5 to 6 yards per play average. Neither team doing anything on the ground. Big yardage coming through the air. MOC-Floyd Valley leading there 121 to 111. Carroll leading on the ground 27 to 14. Big plays of the night. MOC-Floyd Valley had a 62-yard play that set them up in the red zone. Carroll had a 38-yard touchdown. They threw an interception. Here we go. We begin the second half with Chase Regaller with a nice spin move and some room out front. He gets all the way out to the 40 before he's finally touched and dropped, and Carroll's offense will have it with good field position to start. And we see what the offense can do. Again, they won the coin toss, and they wanted the second half kickoff. So here it is. They'll have it at their own 41. Third quarter underway. You're listening to KCIM and also watching tonight on YouTube, thanks to A Fun Top and Jeans. 11:53 to play in this third quarter. Still 66 degrees. Maybe a very light mist. Nothing like the rain we saw earlier today for much of the state. Eastern Iowa dealing with most of the rain here tonight. First down and 10. Regaller out of the motion, works off right side. Essick airing it out over the middle. Once Wardell, his tight end, overthrown. Incomplete. Braylon Van Gelder, the junior, in coverage as well. It falls incomplete. That one just over the head of both of them. Second down and 10.
That was probably the first pass that he threw that maybe he should have thought twice about, because his receiver was very well covered. I think he actually had another receiver down in the flats on the other side, but it's hard, especially at the high school level. It's really hard to check on more than one or two receivers at best.
Carroll in black jerseys working right to left. Their backs to the rec center, heading toward DMAC. Second down and 10 from their own 41-yard line. One receiver left. Fake handoff. Essick takes it left side. Swarmed, swallowed up, nowhere to go. Sacked by Caleb Korselman. First sack of the season for the senior. Loss of 3. Nowhere to go for Essick. They faked the handoff. And it'll be third down and 12, back to their own 39. 2 plays, they'll throw an incompletion. They lose a couple, and now with 11:15 to go in the third, down by 2. Carroll will have third down and long. MOC-Floyd Valley leading this one 12-10. All of our scoring came in that second quarter. Carroll with the bookend, touchdown to start, field goal to end. Third and 12, Essick in trouble. Left, now right, flushed out, keeps his eyes down the field, looking to throw. It'll be tipped, it'll be caught down at the 44-yard line. Great play. Guess who? Chase Regaller off his hands. So tonight he's caught it with one hand, and now he's caught it off the deflection to himself. Man, what a game tonight for Mr. Regaller.
He has had the two great plays, but he's also had some other plays that he's just been very good at. His running's been great tonight also. I don't think he's gained a lot of yards, but he looks tough out there.
3 catches for 82 yards. He has a knack for the spectacular tonight. Chase Regaller, I'm going to say it right now, he is our early contender for Motor Inn Player of the Game. You've got to stop number 34 if you want to win Motor Inn Player of the Game tonight. And now we've got maybe a delay of game. No.
Yeah, they called timeout right before
they saved the 5-yard penalty.
Right.
It'll be first and 10 from the MOC-Floyd Valley 43 in 30 seconds. We'll take a break. You're listening to KCIM.
Score.
super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Great to be with you tonight on Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network on YouTube. Nick Brincks and Jerry Fleschner with you. Chase Regaler sets up this drive with about a 30-yard kick return and then catches it on the deflection to himself on 3rd down and 12 for about 18. It's 1st down and 10 in MOC-Floyd Valley territory from the 43. Carroll in black tonight, Regaler in motion, option play. They'll pitch it out to Regaler, give it to the hot hand, and he'll spin his way to a gain of 1 as he is tackled by the safety Braylon Van Gelder and the linebacker Caleb Korselman. Just a 1-yard pickup, and the Tiger offense will have it from the 42. Second carry for Regaler tonight, just 2 yards on the ground, but his catches tonight have been game changers. 26, 38, 18. The touchdown was a 38-yarder. 2nd down and 9 now from the 42. Carroll working right to left. And they'll bring Tate Schleichman in on the slot on the right side. 2nd down, Zigman out of the backfield. Essick flushed out, tosses it over the middle. He's got Peyton Wardell in stride. 25, 20, 15, tackled down at the 11. 31 yards to Wardell, first catch of the season.
This passing game is going very well for the Tigers this evening.
1st down, they get to the 10. Now 1st down and goal coming up for this Tiger offense. Couple big chunk plays in the passing game. As Essick trots back out onto the field, Carroll will look to take the lead early in this 3rd quarter. 9 minutes and change to go, 12-10. Dutchman lead for the moment, but the Tigers are driving. 2 receivers left. They'll have Reese Zigman at the left hip of Essick. Regaler in motion, handoff up the middle to Zigman, swallowed up immediately to the line of scrimmage, and no more. It's Zigman going for no gain. 2nd down and goal coming up from the 10. 8th carry of the night for Reese Zigman, 10 yards. The offense has 17 carries for 26 yards, but in the passing game, 6 completions for 160 yards. 6 for 12 passing tonight with a touchdown and an interception for Carter Essick. And really, like we've said, outside of that interception where the corner just jumped the route and the quarterback didn't even see him, these passes have been really sharp from Essick tonight on the run. Eyes down the field, 2nd down. Tosses it tall to Regaler in the flat left side, hit hard at the 7. And Regaler will bring up 3rd down and 7 with a 3-yard completion. Well, 3rd down and goal from the 7. 4th catch of the night for Chase Regaler, 85 yards and a score. They'll call it just a 2-yard gain. I'm starting to see some umbrellas here in the bleachers. I see the student section wearing jerseys tonight. Must be jersey night. I did see a Dan Marino jersey around here somewhere, so I've got to give them props. Big Dolphins fan here. Good start to the season. 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Essick, Zigman in the backfield. Essick looks, flushed out, has Zigman open on the moment, or for the moment on the right side. He's finally going to have to throw it away at the line of scrimmage. 4th down and goal, and now will Carroll bring the field goal unit on. They hit that 33-yarder before half. It'll be 4th and goal from the 8.
I think that's what we're going to see here. The trouble is they may not have time to get them set up out there.
Play clock down to 25.
There's plenty of time.
And
they're thinking it over.
I haven't seen Polking go out onto the field yet.
There
now they
go.
will finally call it, but now the clock down to 15. A lot of precious seconds ticked away there. Now they're going to have to rush. They're down to 10.
I think they can make this.
And we'll see Kieran Polking set up.
Yep, they got time.
He's finally set up with 3 seconds. The snap, the hold, almost blocked, but he splits the uprights, and Carroll retakes the lead. A couple field goals tonight for Kieran Polking, and it's 13-12. Tigers lead by 1, 7:22 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Back in 1 minute on KCIM.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Will return the kick from his own goal line, gets back out across the 20-yard line where Tate Schleichman will bring him down. From their own 22-yard line, the MOC-Floyd Valley offense trots onto the field. Here's the update from the Kemper-Greene County game over on KKRL tonight. Kemper leading Greene County 24-0 at the half. That was 15 minutes ago. Jeff Blankman and Doug Waniger on the call of that one. Here in Carroll, the Tigers have retaken the lead for the second time tonight with Kieran Polking and a 25-yard field goal. Here's a handoff to Corselman. Caleb Corselman, the sophomore, with some hard running off to the left side. He'll pick up 3 and get to the 25 of the Dutchman. 2nd down and 7 coming up for this offense of MOC-Floyd Valley.
That was a counter play there. It's about the first time they've actually had a run go up the middle successfully.
The last 2 years, the team that got to 13 points won the game. Right now, Carroll leading 13-12 over MOC-Floyd Valley. MOC-Floyd Valley won the matchup last year 14-0. Carroll won 2 years ago 13-6. Screen pass near side. They look for Langton again. He'll have a first down. They had him wrapped up in the backfield. Couldn't bring him down. He gets out to the 36-yard line and a gain of 11. He's over 100 yards receiving tonight. It's Amon Langton, the junior.
You know, any other receiver on their team was going to get sacked in the backfield there. He's the only one that's fast enough to get out on that run and get a first down.
Now, I do see him. He got back to the huddle limping ever so slightly. Maybe walking a little gingerly, but he's out there midway through the 3rd quarter. Carroll 13, MOC-Floyd Valley 12. You're listening to KCIM Carroll. And also watching online at youtube.com/@Carroll Broadcasting Sports. 1st down and 10. Carroll will bring pressure. And the running back, Mazdum, he'll be swarmed. Regaler and Moore in on the tackle. A 2-yard gain to the right side for Dylan Mazdum, the sophomore. 10th carry of the night. He's got 24 yards on the ground and a touchdown, a 14-yarder. You take out that 14-yarder, 10 carries down to 9.
Yep.
9 carries, 10 yards. 2nd and 8 for the Dutchmen as they work left to right. In white tonight, Carroll in the black jerseys. From their own 38, we'll keep an eye on Amon Langton, the junior. He's the receiver out on the far side. He's been the go-to man in the passing game. 2nd down and 8. Screen pass out of the backfield. They dump it off to Mazdum. The sophomore's got the first down out across midfield and pushed out. Another first down for the Dutchmen. They get to the 48-yard line and they'll pick up 14. Dylan Mazdum's 2nd catch of the night. This one goes for 14 and a first. 5:07 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Carroll leading by 1. They've led by 1 twice tonight. They were up 7-6 after MOC-Floyd Valley answered Regaler's touchdown. They got a touchdown run, missed the extra point. And then they got a touchdown to take the lead, 12-7, but Carroll has tacked on 2 field goals since, one to end the 2nd quarter and one to begin the 3rd. 1st down and 10. Albers out of the shotgun, flushed back, in trouble, runs into the referee, and he is hit hard. Ball comes out. Carroll jumps on it. That's a tough break for MOC-Floyd Valley. As Justin Reesberg will jump on the loose ball, but Albers obviously frustrated. As he was scrambling, he ran into the referee, and then Carroll knocked him down and forced the fumble. Big loss of 17 yards.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. The referee, well, he was 15 yards in the backfield, plenty of the ways back, but obviously their quarterback didn't have any idea that he was there. He ran into him. He wasn't holding the ball because he didn't have any defenders near him. Essentially the referee caused the fumble.
First down and 10. Fumble recovery for Justin Reesberg. Essick airing it out over the middle, has a wide open Chase Regaller, is touchdown number 2 on the night for him. And he was wide open. It was dropped in the breadbasket again.
Wow.
Those two have a connection. I tell you what.
What a great call right after that fumble. It's you know, they're kind of back on their heels a little bit, still thinking about the last play, and put something big on the board, a big 6 points for Carroll, putting us up 19-12.
Second touchdown of the game for Regaller. And it was actually a pretty ordinary catch. He just caught it with 2 hands. He didn't have to bobble it. He didn't grab it with one.
He had.
My goodness. He beat his defender with his speed. And as he has done all night, Carter Essick dropped in a perfect ball. And now we'll see Kieran Polking, a couple extra points, perhaps, if he can knock this one through. He's hit a couple field goals already. Snap on the way, hold was good. He splits the uprights again. Polking 2 for 2 on extra points, 2 field goals tonight, and the Carroll Tigers lead by 8, 20-12. They take advantage of the fumble, and they go one play, 35 yards for the touchdown. Second of the night from Essick to Regaller. Back in a minute on KCIM.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
DePaco Credit Union strengthens your well-being. Build strong communities. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
And could not have done it by myself.
Mazdam muffs the kick return inside the 5. That allows the Carroll special teams unit to wrap him up. And they'll have it from their own 10-yard line. MOC-Floyd Valley now down by 8 with 4:44 remaining here in the third quarter. I'm Nick Brincks, and what a night we have seen for Chase Regaller.
This is terrific tonight. It's a season full of great plays, all in one evening.
After a fumble recovery, the Tigers pounce with a 35-yard touchdown pass from Essick to Regaller, their second connection of the night. And we will see the Dutchman offense on the field from their own 10, backed up in their own territory. Handoff to Mazdam, swarmed in the backfield, pounced on at the 8. And he's a little slow to get up. Forward progress will save him a few. He's tackled at the 5. He'll mark him at the 8.
They were pretty generous on their forward progress there, but it's still a loss of 2.
And Mazdam will lose those 2. They're back to the 8. And now you just kind of feel that the Tigers have their ears pinned back on defense. Offensively, they can almost move down the field at will. They're feeling good. First time since week 1 that the Tigers are feeling this good. 20-12, Tigers lead. Dump off in the backfield to Mazdam, wrapped up, ball popped out of bounds though. Ludwig couldn't get there before it went out. And Mazdam a little slow to get up. That's 3 plays in a row. He has taken some big hits. He will check out for this third down play as he loses 1.
They actually called him down on that play.
Okay.
he fumbled the ball, but he was already down. Otherwise, it would have been out of. They would have actually gained on the fumble. So they called him down. They rolled the clock too, meaning the ball didn't go out of bounds. So.
Okay, 3:23 remaining in the third. It'll be 3rd down and 12. No gain on the play for Mazdam as he got back to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Got to look for Langton in a situation like this. They'll air it out, tipped, and Langton couldn't quite haul it in. They had him with Collison in coverage to knock it away. Langton incomplete to him. And the punting unit on Carroll's offense with a big drive after Carroll's defense forced the fumble with the assist from the referee. And now their defense stands again.
I hope they set up just for a return here, but you remember earlier in the game we nearly blocked one. What we don't want to see is almost block and then have a roughing penalty.
Chase Regaller with a couple big catches, over 100 yards receiving tonight. He stands back at the Dutchman 46 high spiraling kick, nowhere near Regaller. One of the assistant coaches for MOC-Floyd Valley will catch it on the far sideline. But great field position coming for the Carroll Tigers. They'll have it at the 35. Hey, Jerry, what happened the last time Carroll started a drive at the 35-yard line?
It didn't last long, did it?
One play,
One
touchdown pass to Regaller from Essig. We'll see if they could do it again. That's kind of been the sweet spot tonight. 35-yard line, 38-yard line. That's where their 2 touchdowns have come from tonight on pass plays to Regaller. Still can't wrap my mind around that first one he caught. Caught it at about the 20-yard line with one hand, shook off a tackler, and then did the rest on the way to the end zone. Last one just dropped in the bucket beautifully by Essig. 1st and 10, Tigers have it working right to left from the 35. Essig dumps it off, has a man open, but he slips at the sticks. Would have been on the far sideline. Trey Tassel, the sophomore, checked in. First time we've seen him out on the field tonight. 16th pass attempt. Essig 8 for 16, $198, 2 touchdowns to Regaller and an interception. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with 2:56 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Carroll leads by a full possession. They lead by 8, 20-12. And tonight they have 224 yards of offense to MOC-Floyd Valley's 146. It's 2nd down for Carroll from the 35. Essig looks, floats it off in the flat to Zigman. He's got a 1st down on the far sideline. Angled out of bounds inside the 20. He'll pick up 17 to the 18. And the Tigers just continue to move down the field. And at this point in the game, it's all in the pass game.
They are really clicking in the passing game right now. And, you know, if you can get another score here and get up by 2 scores, that's going to be tough.
1st down and 10 inside the red zone. Now they're down at the 18-yard line. Essig, what a night passing. Regaller, what a night receiving. 1st down and 10. Inside the red zone, 2 receivers out left side, Wardell and Schleichman. This time they'll hand it off. They'll run it up the middle with Zigman. Burst of speed inside the 10. Should have very close to 1st down yardage. He'll be a yard shy. Picks up 9 on the carry.
Zigman up the middle, gain and 9.
You almost have to think about just taking your time here. If we can score one more time. I know it's early for that, but
if you can go up 2 possessions on MOC-Floyd Valley, you'll be feeling pretty good going into the 4th quarter. Up by 8 right now. 2:15 to go. 3rd quarter winding down. Carroll by 8. They're on top 20-12. They've scored on their last 3 possessions with 2 field goals and a touchdown. 1st down and 2nd and 1 rather, and they're going to have early movement and a 5-yard penalty.
Yep, that's costly. The quarterback started to move forward before he had the ball snapped.
5-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
So they will move back 5 outside the 10 now, back to the 14 or so yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 6. And those are the kinds of plays that just kind of drive a coach insane. You have 2nd and 1, now you have 2nd and 6. But if you can make up for it, coach will have a big smile on his face. Little adversity never hurt anybody, right?
You just have to, he had to remember he wasn't set for a second at all. That was the problem.
Regaler in motion to the left. 2nd down and 6. He's been the hot hand tonight. Essick has to get rid of it. He was looking Regaler's direction. Essick sitting back at the 29-yard line. He took a shot as he threw. 3rd down and 6 after the incomplete pass. 20-12, a minute 36 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Carroll by 8, and they're in the red zone with 3rd down and 6 coming up. Essick and Hammer will come back from the sideline, and they will meet the huddle with 15 seconds on the play clock. From the 14, needing the 8 for a 1st down to continue the drive inside the red zone. 2 receivers left. Now Regaler in motion that side. They hand it off up the middle. They give it to Zigman. The burst of speed. He's tackled down at the 3.
Great trap play in there.
And you see Regaler go in motion, and you can almost see how much focus the defense has to spend on him.
The linebackers over, and then it left the opening right up the middle.
It's one of those situations where right now Carroll is setting up the running game with the passing game, and that last play, just a perfect example of that. They'll have it inside the 2 now, and we'll see what this offense can do. They'll have it 1st and goal from the 2. Regaler in motion again. Essick hands off. They go to Cooper Ludwig, diving for the pylon, or diving from the goal line. Going to come up just a little bit short, it looks like. Far side official and the near side official will give him a yard, but no more. Just the 2nd carry of the night for Cooper Ludwig. We've seen 10 carries from Reese Zigman for 31 yards, but of those 31, his last 2 have gone for 21. And that's really when you can see that Regaler in the passing game has taken the focus away from Zigman in the backfield or whoever they have back there.
Definitely.
And it's opened up some running lanes. You could have 3 tries from the 1 if you want here. They're going to line up under center with Essick and Ludwig behind. 2nd down and goal from the 1. Essick will dive forward, looks for the touchdown. He's in, and the Tigers are up by 2 possessions, 26-12. Carter Essick punches it in for his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. And what a 3rd quarter for this Carroll offense. 2 touchdowns and a field goal. 12 seconds remain. They went into the half down by 2. Now they're an extra point away from being up 15. Now there are some people out there that might say if you go for 2, you can make it a 3-possession game, but Carroll's feeling pretty good where they're at. But with Essick your holder, and they line up here, they will go for the extra point as this 3rd quarter has wound down, but 4 straight possessions for the Carroll Tigers with points. And the Polking extra point is through, stays 100% on the night. Essick, he is fired up out on the field. 27-12. Carroll has taken over here in the 3rd. Back in a minute on KCIM.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Kieran Polking will his 3rd touchback of the season, and things are just going right tonight for a couple of guys out on the field. Kieran Polking having a career night kicking for the Tigers with 2 field goals and his 3 extra points on all 3 attempts. Carter Essick doing such an outstanding job passing tonight, making good decisions. And then Chase Regaler, 5 catches, 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. And that's not even talking about how well this Carroll Tiger defense has come out here and looked tonight. MOC-Floyd Valley will begin with the football for the final 12 seconds of this third quarter from their own 20, and they're forced to throw. Albers over the middle. Oh, this could be trouble. From their own 20 over the middle, and Langton is gone. Amon Langton, the junior, will take it 80 yards to the house. They got beat over the top. He turned on the Jets, and he's gone, as are the final 12 seconds in this third quarter. MOC-Floyd Valley answers with an 80-yard score.
Now, that's the second time tonight that we've scored at a great play and then turned around and fell asleep a little bit on defense.
And that one's a big one. 80-yarder for Amon Langton. Third touchdown catch of the season. And now they will come on for the extra point. A right-footed kicker, Drayden punt. 7 of 12 on the season, 0 for 1 tonight. They also went for 2 after the first miss. MOC-Floyd Valley now down by 9, trying to make it 8, and the extra point is good. So it's 27-19. What a big play for MOC-Floyd Valley to strike back, and they're within a score now. 27-19 Carroll. Tigers get the football in a minute on KCIM.
Classes as a freshman here, it gets him more prepared and gets them the transition from high school to college is very nice to have that.
Smaller campus, so it's a lot easier to know where you're going. It's hard to get lost here. So, and there's always a smiling face to help you if you don't know where you're going.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to maybe go further degree or just use your auto program to go into the workforce right away.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
We go to the fourth quarter. We've got ourselves a one-score ball game once again. Carroll put up 17 points in that third quarter, and it looked like it was going to be a third quarter shutout. 12 seconds left. MOC-Floyd Valley. The deep pass from Blake Albers to Amon Langton. They've been looking his way all night. He takes it to the house for 80 yards and a touchdown. They're back within 8 now. The Dutchmen, they have come up big on 2 of Carroll's touchdowns tonight with a big play of their own. Langton on either the first or second play after a Carroll touchdown tonight. He has 142 yards or so and a touchdown. It's kicked into the end zone by Drayden punt. And we'll see Carroll now working left to right, and they'll begin from their own 20, same exact spot. MOC-Floyd Valley just had the ball. Let's see if we can get the same result. Tigers lead it by 8. You're listening to KCIM Carroll. Nick Brincks and Jerry Fleschner joining you tonight from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform, and also streaming tonight at youtube.com/@Carroll Broadcasting Sports. Tonight's video broadcast is brought to you by A Fun Top and Jeans in Carroll. A Fun Top and Jeans, where the name says it all. First down and 10. Tate Schleichman, the receiver on the near side. First and 10. Carroll hands it off to Reese Zigman. They'll sweep it out to the left, and he'll get tripped up just at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up 1, falls forward on his 11th carry of the night. And it'll bring up second down and 9 to go from their own 21. And now for Carroll, their offense, they're clicking right now. We'll see what they can come back with on second down and 9. For about the last 2 drives, it seems like if Carroll passes, it's a big pass play. And if they run the ball, the defense is expecting the pass, so there's a huge running lane. But now MOC-Floyd Valley limits that last run to just 1 yard. See if they've maybe made an adjustment. 2nd down and 9. Tigers with 2 receivers left. Essick out of the shotgun. Option play. Pitch out. Back to the right side. Zigman's going to be brought down in the backfield, back at the 16-yard line. This drive going nowhere for Carroll. MOC-Floyd Valley with that 80-yard touchdown. They've maybe sparked something with their defense now. Loss of 5 for Zigman.
Well, that was Langton on the tackle again. He is so fast back there. We just on that type of play, when you're going to pitch the ball out, he's probably too quick to even get out on the edge on him.
Final quarter, 10:40 remaining. Carroll 27, MOC-Floyd Valley 19. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on KCIM and on YouTube at Carroll Broadcasting Sports. 3rd down. Obvious passing situation. Regaler in motion to the left. They'll dump it off right side for Zigman at the 20. Stiff arms his defender and is shoved out of bounds on the Carroll sideline near side at the 23, and they'll get some of the yards back. It'll be 4th down and 7, though, after the gain of 7. Now all of a sudden MOC-Floyd Valley will have a chance with their offense to answer in a 1-score game. 10:20 remaining. 10:22, 27-19, and it'll be a Mason Stitz punt. Haven't seen him punt tonight, I don't believe. But no, just once. I think this will be his 2nd punt. He'll kick it away from inside his own 15, end-over-end kick. Amon Langton wrapped up immediately, and Matt Collison doesn't allow him to get anywhere. As we have seen tonight, if Langton has the ball in his hands, there is a good chance he is picking up some big yardage.
I was a little worried there because you don't want to give him the ball with a chance to run in the open field. Matt Collison had a great play to stop that.
So from their own 47-yard line, great field position for the Dutchman. 27-19 Tigers. Dutchman down by 8. We traded touchdowns in the final 12 seconds of the 3rd quarter. We saw 14 points in 12 seconds. 1st down now, MOC-Floyd Valley within a score. They'll roll out, toss it right. They'll be caught just shy of the 1st down. Ball is loose. Is it incomplete? It is. They'll wave that one off incomplete. It was in Cole Pottebaum's hands for a moment, and the contact jarred it free. Cooper Ludwig tried to jump on the loose ball in case it was live, but it was waved off on the far side. Incomplete from Albers to Cole Pottebaum. 2nd down and 10 now for the Dutchman. And they'll bring in a couple receivers. Dominic Schmitz checks in. They'll bring in Carter Brightwell as well, a junior and a sophomore. And they'll give Tyson Voss a break. 2nd down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley football down 8 from their own 47-yard line. 2 receivers bunched left, 1 off to the right. Albers out of the shotgun under pressure. Screen pass, and it's dropped by Korselman in the backfield. Wide open. Couldn't hang on to it. Caleb Korselman, it falls incomplete. 3rd and 10.
It's tough. That was a design screen, but he just didn't have time to develop the screen. His player was facing forward, had to turn around. I don't think he had time to react and see the ball, get a good look at the ball when it was coming.
It brings up 3rd down and 10. The Tigers defense looking for a stop here as MOC-Floyd Valley on their last drive, they went 1 play, 80-yard bomb, touchdown to Amon Langton. I bet they look for number 3 here. Wouldn't be surprised. 3rd down and 10. Albers out of the shotgun, lets it fly. They do look for him in the middle of 3 Tiger defenders through his hands. Would have had a 1st down, just couldn't hang on, and it's 4th down, a punt coming for MOC-Floyd Valley.
They had him open on that play. It's exactly who they did look for.
Big break for Carroll. That would have extended the drive, but just couldn't hang on to it. He was kind of in the middle of a Tiger triangle. Nobody was super close to him. They were about to lay a big hit on him no matter
that he was not going to score on that play like he did before. He was covered.
He was open. Maybe the throw was just a little high, but catchable, I think. It's 4th down, and they will kick it away. And the punt from Tayon Groendyke out of bounds on the near side. Carroll will have the football with an 8-point lead from their own 23-yard line. 9:48 to go, and coming up in our post-game show tonight, we will name our Motor Inn Player of the Game. We'll post a photo on our Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram later tonight. Motor Inn of Carroll is your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales and service to parts and collision. And then don't forget, we do have the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show coming your way at 10 o'clock. And after my halftime tire story I mentioned,
yes,
Tom Hawkap, the salesman he told me New Way Ford has a tire sale going on right now. Maybe I'll have to look out there. First down and 10, Tiger football from their own 23, handoff up the middle, and they give it to Zigman. He's out to the 28-yard line. 9:35 to go as the Tigers continue to churn yards, clock. 9:30 remaining, up 8. You can tell the Tigers are happy to have Reese Zigman back tonight. The numbers don't blow you away on the stat sheet. 13 carries for 32 yards, but he does have 3 catches too for 43 yards. But that speed back, they've been missing that. And
well, he's a new option that they can use that they weren't used to using earlier in the season. And
second down and 5 from their own 28. They'll run it this time again. And he bounces off from the right side. Ball is loose, and I think MOC-Floyd Valley jumped on it. Tigers cough it up, and now MOC-Floyd Valley will have it inside Carroll's 35. Ludwig fumbles it away. Did a nice job. He got away from the tacklers on the near side, broke free to the other side of the field, and I guess it turns out that the second effort
actually didn't help this time. I think he switched hands with the ball maybe to take it to the outside, and when he did in that, he didn't get hit, I don't think, when the ball popped out. I think he dropped it on his own.
So now MOC-Floyd Valley right back in business at the 32-yard line of Carroll, down by 8. What a ball game we've had here tonight. First down and 10, shotgun for Blake Albers. Airs it out over the middle, has his man Korselman grabbed down by the back of the jersey, tackled at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 12-yard pickup, as it was Carter Smith on the tackle for the Tigers. And Caleb Korselman picks up his second catch of the night here for the Dutchman, and now they're in the red zone. At the 20-yard line, first down and 10, MOC-Floyd Valley working right to left. 8:20 remaining here in Carroll. First week of district play, 3A District 1. Sergeant Bluff Luton already picked up an overtime win tonight. And this one looks to be going down to the wire. First down and 10, 8 minutes to play. Dump off in the flat right side. It's Mazdam dancing his way to the end zone. He dives for the pylon, 20-yard score. Dylan Mazdam takes it on the dump off in the flat to the house. And now they'll have a chance to tie it up with 8 minutes to go. I would assume they go for 2 in a situation like this.
Certainly would. There's no reason to go for 1 point this late in the game.
20-yard catch. And it's Mazdam with his second touchdown of the night. Had one on the ground earlier. Second passing touchdown for Blake Albers tonight. But Mazdam and his blockers are the ones that did all the damage. 27-25. MOC-Floyd Valley within 2 now. They'll try to tie it with 8 to play. 2 men in the backfield. Albers looks in trouble, slips, gets back up wide open on the far side of the field. Nobody covered. Tyson Voss, and the senior ties it up wide open on the far side of the field. 8 minutes to go, tied at 27. Carroll fumbles it away. MOC-Floyd Valley answers and ties. Back in a minute on KCIM.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
What a roller coaster of a night we have had here tonight. You're listening to KCIM's live coverage of Carroll Tiger football. 17 points for Carroll in the third quarter, 10 in the second quarter. At one point they had 20 unanswered points. And now, after a bobble on the kick return by Regaler, it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Lucky break that he never possessed that. That was headed to be big trouble otherwise.
It was going to be a real problem. He was in the corner, right in the corner, and he just barely went into the, it just broke the plane to the end zone, which is an automatic touchback in high school.
So a 15-0 run for MOC-Floyd Valley, aided by a Carroll fumble in between in the last 4 minutes. You go back to the end of the third quarter, 12 seconds to go. Carroll's got a 27-12 lead. One play later, touchdown, 80 yards for MOC-Floyd Valley. And now, with 8 minutes to go, they're all tied up at 27. 8 minutes to play. Carter Essick out of the shotgun. Now he'll look to throw. He's under pressure. He'll just heave it away to the sideline, incomplete. He wanted so badly to find somebody, but at this point, lived to see another down, second down and 10. The last drive, they fumbled it away. They've thrown one interception back in the first half. A couple turnovers for the Tigers. Just the one turnover tonight for MOC-Floyd Valley. What a roller coaster for both of these teams tonight. One team feels the other team, they take it all back. This has been a fun ball game from the get-go. And it was a scoreless first quarter, too. Second down and 10, shotgun, fake handoff to Ludwig. He'll stay back to block. Essick looks to throw, flushed out. He'll run out of bounds, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards on that near side Carroll sideline, but staring down the barrel of a 3-and-out as MOC-Floyd Valley has rattled off the last 15 points.
Just right now is when we need a sustained drive. We don't need a 3-and-out at this time.
Thanks so much for joining me tonight on 1380 KCIM Carroll and 95.1 FM. Also streaming on YouTube, youtube.com/@Carroll Broadcasting Sports. Thanks to a fun top and jeans in Carroll. Third down and 8, Carroll. MOC-Floyd Valley all tied at 27. Essick under pressure, floats it over the middle, looking. Oh, it's over the head of a wide open Tate Schleichman. Under pressure, the throw over the intended target's head, and it's incomplete. Fourth down, and now Carroll has to punt it away. And boy, this game has turned since the last 12 seconds ticked away in that third quarter. But again, still a tie ball game. Carroll's defense, they can make a big stand, but right now, MOC-Floyd Valley, they've got that all-important momentum as Mason Stitz will come on for his third punt of the night. Deep to return, it'll be Amon Langton and Dylan Mazdum. It'll be Langton from his own 37-yard line on the numbers near side. He gets out across midfield. He's got trouble. Far sideline 50. We've got a flag down 30. Another flag down 20, 10, 5. Tackled out of bounds at the 1, but I believe this one's coming back once, if not twice.
It's a block in the back, definitely. I didn't see which of our players it was, but somebody got hit right in the back.
And the rain has started to come down pretty hard here in Carroll, too, as Langton is slow to get up on the far sideline. Took a shot at the end trying to extend for the pylon, and he'll walk back dejected because he knows that it was all for naught. 2 flags down right at the 39-yard line of Carroll, so that would probably put the ball right around midfield. But, man, if that counted and you think about the last 5 minutes of gameplay. Oh,
unbelievable.
Man.
Well, 7-16. We would have had they would have scored 3 touchdowns in 5 minutes.
Since Carroll was up 2 touchdowns.
Carroll was up 2 touchdowns, and that.
Blindside block, 56. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
So it's a blindside block on MOC-Floyd Valley. Big break for Carroll. Whoever took that blindside block on special teams for Carroll might be the play of the game. We'll see. That'll march them back inside their own territory. Instead of setting up at the 1, they'll have it at their own 45-yard line, and he returned it from about the 35. So he'll net out to about a 10-yard return unofficially, but not the 65-yard return that he had staring him in the face as he dove for that far pylon. 7:16 remaining. We are all tied at 27. First tie of the night. And they'll have it first down and 10 for MOC-Floyd Valley. With this tie ball game, Carroll went 3 and out. What can MOC-Floyd Valley do in their first tie of the night? Screen pass near side. Langton got a chance to catch his breath after that big return. He takes the screen pass across midfield for 7. And you can see every time he gets hit, he's a little sore out there right now.
He has really taken a couple of shots in the last couple series here. And that's because we're focusing on him. We realize that he's what's changed the game. He's the game changer out there.
Amon Langton tonight, 7 catches, 193 yards and a touchdown. If you started Langton in fantasy tonight, you are feeling pretty good, folks. Second only to Chase Regaller. If you took both of them, you're feeling pretty good. Second down and 3, just across midfield from the 48. Tie game, 27-all, 6.5 to play. Dump off, screen pass, Pottebaum on the far side. And instead of just diving for the first down, he kind of hesitates, jukes to the inside, looking for more, and he'll come up a yard shy of the first. Picks up 2, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 1. And Carroll needs a stop pretty badly right about now.
Would be a great time for one out. I'm going to bet that they run that quarterback sneak again.
It worked well for the touchdown earlier when Blake Albers got help from 10 of his friends.
It's not coming that way because they're in a shotgun.
4 receivers, 3rd and 1, shotgun for Albers. They'll dump it off in the flat to Mazdam.
That was holding.
First down at the 45, tackled down to the 40 with the ball loose. Nope, I thought Vanderheiden, he was acting like he was fighting for a loose ball. He'll help Albers, rather Mazdam up, and they'll pick up 7 for a first. Vanderheiden does make the tackle. And so now in a tie ball game, MOC-Floyd Valley, they've got possession. They're at Carroll's 40, 5.5 minutes to go, 27-all. And this one, it looks like it's been an incredible week for the first District 1 action for Class 3A. The Sergeant Bluff-Luton game, they went to overtime and won by 3 over Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. And here's a first down run, rather a screen pass, dump off, far side, inside the 30, down to the 28, as they get it to Mazdam again. And he's got 12 on the catch and run. 4th catch of the night for Mazdam. He's got a touchdown and 51 yards. And the Dutchmen, they are marching, looking to take the lead. They led with 1:25 to go in the first half. And then Carroll took the lead with 7:22 to go in the third and have held it since. First down and 10 from the 28 of Carroll. Dutchman football, shotgun, 2 men in the backfield, 3 receivers. Pass over the middle to Voss, has it at the 15, still on his feet, shakes off 1 tackler, knocks another one over, and he's in for the touchdown. 3 tacklers were not enough for Carroll's defense. 28 yards for the touchdown for Tyson Voss. He was open over the middle. Albers found him, and Voss did the rest, playing as if he was the bowling ball and the Tigers were the bowling pins. 28-yard score. 4:28 to go, and this game has completely changed here in this 4th quarter. 3 straight touchdowns in the last 5.5 minutes of gameplay for MOC-Floyd Valley. And they will come on for the extra point to make it a 7-point game. And this kick is on its way through, and it's 34-7. 26-27. 4:28 to go. Largest lead of the night for MOC-Floyd Valley. They're on top now by 7. Back in a minute. You're listening to KCIM. Carroll.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
MOC-Floyd Valley has scored 22 unanswered points in the last 8+ minutes. They now lead 34-27 with 4:28 to play. 8-yard touchdown catch for Tyson. This fourth quarter has really turned. It'll be Regala returning it from the far sideline. He slips, loses his footing in the rain at the 16-yard line, and then to boot, takes a big shot from one of the special teamers chasing him down. It was Jake Tapper, the senior, on the tackle. And it'll be Carroll having the football from their own 28-yard line. But, man, you go back to 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Carroll was up 27-12. And now, less than 8 minutes later, 22 straight for MOC-Floyd Valley. And now Carroll finds themselves in their biggest hole of the night, down by 7. 4:22 to go. Essick under pressure, chased over, tosses it over the middle, and I thought we almost just had another incredible grab, this time over the middle. Incomplete, though. I think Tate Schleisman, I believe he was the intended target, had it near midfield, but got popped at the end of the play. It's incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
I think it's the right thing to do is just go with the passing game. We've had some success with it so far. If we run the ball at all, we're going to run out of time. If you pass the ball, don't make it, punt, hold them once, you still have another chance.
4:14 to play. MOC-Floyd Valley by a touchdown, 34-27. Carroll football. 2 receivers off to the left. Carter, Essick out of the shotgun for the Tigers. They're down by a touchdown, but plenty of time. They'll air it out over the middle, looking for Wardell. Bobbles it and catches it, but he can't hang on as he falls to the sideline. Bobbled it 2, 3, maybe 4 times, and he lands at the 30-yard line. Would have been a 12-yard completion, but one too many defenders popped him, and it's incomplete. Now 4 straight incompletions for the Tigers. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10, and an obvious passing situation now from their own 18-yard line. Clock is stopped with 4:06 to go. Carroll, they used a timeout earlier in this second half. They've got 2 remaining. MOC-Floyd Valley will have all 3 left. Coming up in our post-game show tonight, we will name our Motor Inn player of the game. 2 receivers left for the Tigers, down 7 in the 4th. Essick under pressure, he's got some time, tosses it off the fingertips of Wardell in traffic, and incomplete, and Carroll will be forced to punt. And now their defense, they have been on the field a lot in this 4th quarter. Unless Carroll leaves their offense out there, I don't see.
Oh, I don't think they'll do that.
Yeah, I haven't seen them come out yet. Now they will send Mason Stitz on. 4th and 10 with still 4 minutes to go. They decide they've got some time, and they still have some trust in their defense. They've played well in pockets of this game tonight. Obviously, this 4th quarter has not gone according to plan for the defense. But if you could get 1st and 3rd quarter defense, you'd be feeling okay for the final 4 minutes. It'll be a punt from Stitz inside his own 10. Nice spiral kick. Langton will return it from his own 43-yard line across midfield. He's to the 45, and he's tripped up from behind. And Chase Regaler brings him down, and he'll help Langton up. Good sportsmanship there. 39-yard line for MOC-Floyd Valley in Carroll territory, and now the Dutchmen are in position and have a good opportunity here with a touchdown to put this one away for them. Tonight, Blake Albers 17 for 23, 309 yards with 3 touchdown passes. Came in with 643 yards on the season.
They have the ball set wrong. Okay, now they got it right.
So the ball was right. The sticks were wrong. First and 10. Handoff up the middle. Corselman, and he's got an easy first down across the 30 down to the 27. And everything going their way right now. The safety, Jared Moore, the sophomore, had to bring him down. But a gain of 12, and they're inside the 30. Third carry of the night for Corselman. And the clock not Carroll's friend right now as well. 3.5 to go, and again, MOC-Floyd Valley, they have not kicked a field goal this season, but a field goal would put them up 2 possessions here if they aren't able to get a touchdown. First down and 10 inside the 30. They're at Carroll's 27-yard line, leading by a touchdown in what's been a pretty fun back-and-forth ball game tonight. I formation, handoff to the fullback Corselman again. He'll be brought down shy of the 20. Gains 5 to the 25, straight up the middle, and the linebackers bring him down.
If they run one more time, it might be about time to call one of our timeouts.
They're at the 22-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Carroll does have 2 timeouts remaining. Post-game show on the way. We'll bring you our Motor Inn Player of the Game. Don't forget, you can also win a sack of groceries from Market on 30 every week during the regular season this football season. Stop into Market on 30 and sign up to win the sack of the game, and then join us for KCIM Rewind on Tuesday mornings at 9:30. We'll name a winner. 2nd down, handoff to Corselman again. Fakes going up the middle, jumps outside, dives for the first down. Late hit. I don't think he got there. That last defender pushed him to the sideline, and it will be 3rd down and 1, a 4-yard pickup for Corselman. And now this 3rd down and short play is pretty much put up or shut up time for the defense. 2 timeouts left, but you give up a first down here, and you might as well write the check and cash it for MOC-Floyd Valley. 1:55 remaining. Carroll still hanging on to that timeout, hoping for a stop. As the clock continues to wind, 22 on the play clock, so this clock will wind down all the way to about 1:28 before they snap it.
Really,
actually, wouldn't be surprised if MOC-Floyd Valley calls timeout before they take the play too. 34-27. Dutchmen have the lead, and they will call time. And they. Okay, so they just said Carroll took the timeout, and that. I definitely question that. That was they called that timeout with 6 on the play clock, and I think Coach Rowetter is talking to the official. He's either saying, I wanted that timeout earlier, or I don't want that timeout at all. So the near side official is going to go talk to the officials at the 20-yard line, but that would definitely be a questionable use of a timeout with 6 on the play clock. I thought, if anything, MOC Valley would take a timeout with a second left.
Well, they had like 8 or 9 seconds left, and I thought, what are they calling it? What would either team call it right then for?
Yeah, either take it.
There's no reason for Carroll or Floyd Valley to do it.
Yeah, you take it with 1 second if you're MOC-Floyd Valley. You take it with 40, 35 or 40 with Carroll. So maybe that was actually a Dutchman timeout. I'm not sure.
Well, they haven't taken it off either team yet.
No. Clock is stopped with 1:38 to go. An official will see what he says.
Carroll's 2nd timeout of the half. Carroll has 1 more timeout.
Okay. So, well, Coach doesn't look happy on the sideline. Whatever that was. I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm still curious about the timing of that one. I formation. Albers lines up, gets the push from behind, and we've got a flag down. And I think
that time they called it.
Yep.
They pushed him in the back. And they should have called it in the first half, but that's exactly what they did. They think they can do it because they do it in college.
Assisting
you can't.
The runner.
There you go.
On the offense, number 8. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
So, again, they did that twice in the first half, and it's almost like the official didn't realize it, and now they're calling it here late. But
well, that was even more obvious that time because they were out in the middle of the field. Those other ones were down tight, but you could see it from here. The referees might not have been able to see it.
1:36 to go, 34-27. And instead of 3rd down and 1, it'll be 3rd down and 6. And for MOC-Floyd Valley, a first down will end it with Carroll taking their timeout when they did. Because if you're Carroll and you wanted to take that timeout, it's not a bad time to take it, but there would have been about 2:10 remaining instead. But again, Coach did not look happy down there, so I think he's still talking to official. I don't think he liked how that played out either. I'll be curious. I'll have to ask him after the game because I'll go down and I will interview him for the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show coming your way at 10 o'clock here on KCIM. I formation for the Dutchman, looking for a first down to seal it. They'll hand it off to Korselman. He has spun around, and he's breaking free. It'll be a touchdown for MOC-Floyd Valley. He breaks free for the 23-yard touchdown. The Tigers had him dead to rights in the backfield, but he squirted free on the other end and takes it in for a 23-yard touchdown. And now they're up 2 scores. It was Korselman taking it to the house as he dances into the end zone, 23-yard touchdown. And honestly, if you're MOC-Floyd Valley, I know
you have to feel lucky for how this went. I know that they earned their touchdowns, but they were certainly fortunate to have the plays that they did when they did.
And they will not get the kickoff. It'll be intercepted as they have to throw it. They messed up the snap again, but what I was about to say there was MOC-Floyd Valley, if they downed it at the 1, they'd be able to run the clock out with Carroll's just one timeout left. Instead, Carroll down by 13, but they'll have the football. Not saying it gets any easier, but you give Carroll a chance. And that's all they could ask for. So honestly, for Carroll, a touchdown there was better than just a first down. We'll see how we'll see how it plays out though. But right now, MOC-Floyd Valley, they have scored 28 unanswered. We're back in 30 seconds. The Dutchmen lead the Tigers 40-27 with a minute and a half to go.
Hi, this is Michelle from Midwest Wholesale. Designing your dream kitchen takes experience and trust, and we have it all. We've been in the business of designing kitchens for years. It's not new to us, and that experience and knowledge is priceless when you're putting your heart into your home. Customize your kitchen design with stunning cabinetry from Kitchens Plus by Birch. Come see our showroom and let us show you the difference. Top-notch service and quality cabinetry from Kitchens Plus by Birch and Midwest Wholesale. How you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Well, if you are just flipping it back on and the last thing you heard was Carroll leading 27-12, 12 seconds to go in the third quarter, you have missed a lot. 4 straight touchdowns, 28 unanswered for MOC-Floyd Valley. They'll squib the kick. Carroll will have it at the 47 near midfield. But again, they do have a chance. MOC-Floyd Valley got the touchdown instead of just taking the first down and downing it. So if Carroll can somehow get a touchdown and an onside kick, and you know, you have a chip in a chair, that's all you can ask for.
You have to be surprised that they kicked it like that. Basically an onside kick gives us excellent field position. 2 passes and you're in the end zone.
Yeah, I'm
kind of surprised they did that, but
I'm a little perplexed as well. So now, if you're Carroll, you probably got to dial up something and look for number 34, Chase Regaller. First down and 10. Christian Taylor's in the backfield now. From their own 47, Carroll now down by 13 here late in the going. 1:26 to go. Essick, deep bomb. It'll be almost intercepted, though. Double coverage. Amon Langton blanketing Tate Schleichman in coverage. Incomplete, but really seen good sportsmanship all night. I see MOC-Floyd MOC-Floyd Valley guys helping Carroll guys up, vice versa. Good to see, especially in a game like this, district play, back and forth. And as of now, it looks like things won't go Carroll's way tonight. But second down and 10, they'll have it from their own 47 as the final 82 seconds remain here on KCIM and on our YouTube stream, thanks to a New Way fun top and jeans rather. Essick in trouble, flushed out left side, has to heave it deep, one-on-one, has the man caught inside the 15. Is that Evan Hammer? He's down at the 12, and all of a sudden, Carroll with some life, 41 yards.
It's just the thing to do, just keep throwing long passes. If they're incomplete, the clock stops.
First catch of the night for Evan Hammer. They'll set up just outside the 10-yard line at the 11. And now the clock will wind once again. 1 minute to go. Carroll down by 13. 3 receivers. Essick rolls out right side. He lost the football. He either tried to throw it. They're going to say incomplete. His arm was moving forward. I did see that. Yep, the incomplete pass. I don't know if he was actually going to pass it, but from here, it certainly looked like the arm was moving forward, and I don't know. Yeah.
If it was a pass, it was going to be an underhand pass.
He's lucky the arm was moving forward, but yeah, that might be one that, in NFL or college they review, but instead it'll be an incompletion, and now we see the Tiger offense set back up once again, 53 seconds rather, 11-yard line. They're airing it out to Hammer in the end zone, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted again. Amon Langton had his fingertips on it, slips through, incomplete, 3rd down and 10 from the 11. Carroll went from leading by 15 with 12 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter to now trailing by 13. But they've got the football. They've got a timeout left, 48 seconds. They're in the red zone. Obviously, you need the touchdown here, nothing less. And an onside kick. And then we'll talk. 3rd down and 10 from the 11. Hammer has been the target here on the last couple plays. They got a 41-yarder a bit ago. They fake the handoff. Essick rolls out left side, wide open in the end zone. The Tigers have a touchdown. I'm looking to see who the receiver is. Hard to tell, maybe Tate Schleisman.
I think it was.
It is Tate Schleisman.
Yeah.
It'll be an 11-yarder on his 2nd catch of the night. And the Tigers, that chip in a chair, they just doubled up. They went all in, got 2 chips now. And they'll kick the extra point here, down by 7, 43 seconds to go. And they'll have to kick it here, and the coaches next to us for MOC-Floyd Valley are screaming about something. Kick is on the way. Almost looked like it got partially deflected, but we've got a whistle and a timeout taken.
MOC-Floyd Valley.
The Dutchmen will take their first timeout of this 2nd half, and it's their 4th timeout taken tonight, and 3 of them have been taken on extra point plays. Twice on offense and then here on defense. So they'll talk it over for a moment, but that'll give us a chance here to catch our breath. Carroll not out of it yet. We'll see what kind of onside kick they've got, but let's hypothesize.
I'll tell you this: we have 43 seconds left. When we started this last drive from the 50, we scored with less than 43 seconds. So you just have to keep taking the long bombs, like we did. To throw the long passes. We still have a timeout left. Main thing is you have to get this onside kick.
And let's talk for a moment. If Carroll would somehow get the onside kick, then all of a sudden MOC-Floyd Valley goes back to their touchdown and thinks, if we didn't score the touchdown.
If they had laid down, then they would have.
But we'll see if that matters. Extra point coming from Kieran Polking as they called the timeout, and they will get it off, and the Tigers split the uprights again. 40-34, onside kick time for the Tigers, down by 6, 43 seconds to go. Back in 30 seconds on KCIM.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
(40-34), MOC-Floyd Valley with 43 seconds to play. The Tigers will attempt an onside kick after an 11-yard TD catch for Tate Schleisman. Thanks so much for joining me tonight alongside Jerry Fleshner. We come to you from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Down to the wire we go. What a night this could be for Mr. Kieran Polking. 100% on his kicks. And he's got a chance to play hero on the onside kick as well. Let's dream for a moment as MOC-Floyd Valley calls timeout.
He might have to be the player of the game.
What a night he has had.
Yes,
let me tally it up here. He's kicked, let's see, four extra points and two field goals. And he came in 2 for 5 and 0 for 1 on the season. So
he scored 10 points.
And the Tigers are down by 6 right now. So you got to get, obviously, you got to get the onside kick here if you're the Carroll Tigers. MOC-Floyd Valley, up until this last drive, they had scored 28 unanswered points after Carroll led by 15 to go up by 13 themselves. And now Carroll's special teams will see what they can muster up here. They'll kick it from the 40 left to right. And I'm sure they've worked on it in practice. They'll put it and execute it here. Polking whiffs on it. And that'll be a flag.
All right, that's an encroachment penalty technically because the ball didn't move. We encroached. We went over the line of scrimmage. So they'll just do it from the 35 now.
But you know what? If you're gonna mess up the onside kick, that's probably the best way to mess it up because you get to do it again. Clearly he tried to kick the top of the ball and just missed. Ball never moved off the tee. And it would be quite funny if they can convert it now after that, but we'll see. 40-34, Tigers down by 6. They need the onside kick. Polking will boot it. It's free. It's loose, and the Tigers won't come close. MOC-Floyd Valley will down it at the 49.
They'll be able to kneel it out now. Just one play.
Man, what a...
we have a timeout left. I forgot that.
Yeah, but with only...
They take 2 plays.
Yeah, with only 42 seconds, I don't even know if Carroll will use the timeout. But I think this one will have to go down as a heartbreaker for the Carroll Tigers tonight. They had their moments tonight where it looked like this would be an MOC-Floyd Valley or a Carroll win. And now MOC-Floyd Valley will take the kneel down, and they will not have to take another play after the kneel down and victory formation from Blake Albers. But what a ball game we saw here tonight. End of the 3rd quarter, beginning of the 4th quarter. That's when things went from great to not so great for Carroll. And coming up next, when this clock expires, we're down to the final 15 seconds. We'll bring you the Mackey Motors tailgate. Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City and online at MackeyMotors.com. The Tigers will fall tonight at home. 40-34 is our final score. MOC-Floyd Valley, they move to 3-2 on the year. Carroll's 1-4 with the Dutchman 1-0 in district play. Carroll 0-1. A coulda, shoulda, woulda night for the Carroll Tigers. Post-game show is next. We want to thank you for listening to KCIM, and also thanks to those watching on our live stream on youtube.com/@Carroll Broadcasting Sports. Tonight's video broadcast has been brought to you by a Fun Top and Jeans in Carroll. A Fun Top and Jeans, where the name says it all. Radio coverage continues next on KCIM with the Mackey Motors tailgate.